Welcome to another draft. This time a mock draft, and I've got a special guest. And whenever we're mocking something, we have to bring on my good friend Nick Pollock of PitcherList.com.
I mock everything.
We mock everything. So we've got a fantastic group to kind of mock draft against. We're going to be mock drafting against a number of great people in the industry. Including Howard Bender, who put this together. Derek Carty's in this. Colby Conway, Todd Zola, Ariel Cohen, Lou Landers, Jonathan Mpemba, Stephen Gardner, James Anderson, and Eric Carabell. So it's going to be starting here. Yeah, it's a great group. I don't do a lot of mock drafts because I don't find a lot of utility in them. But when you've got a good group like this, it's definitely fun. Joining us as well is Ariel Cohen.
Oh man, it's Ariel Cohen.
Hey.
Oh my gosh.
Of the ATC projections.
Wow.
What's going on?
Yeah, I did not expect this.
Right? It's just, it's a packed house. I don't know if anybody else is gonna jump on, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. So So I have pick 5, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't have pick 5.
You have
pick 9. Oh, okay. Ariel's got pick 6. Nick has pick 3, which is kind of nice. We're all a little spread out on this 12-team mock draft.
We can't snipe each other then. That's no fun.
Oh, that's okay. We can still snipe each other. It's just a little bit of a farther snipe. Yeah.
Tell me who you want to pick, and I won't pick them, guys.
Yeah, there we go. I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. This is actually my first mock of the real fantasy season, save for the one I did back in November. So I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just using our wonderful. Actually, yeah. Can you share this very quickly? I just want to show Ariel what I'm working with.
You got to present it again because.
Oh, I know.
Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. There it is.
So this is what we call the live draft assistant.
That was.
And I'll make it a little bit smaller for you, or actually bigger for you guys, so you can see that it's every position, but you have market value, and then you have your hotspots.
There you go.
You got your hotspots in here, all because Ariel Cohen was obsessed with hotspots. I'm like, you know what? He's right. He's right about
there you
it.
go.
So this is what I'm working with right now, and I guess I have to take Judge now. So all right, fine. I'll just do that. I can take Ellie, except we don't like him, right? What's our thing say? It says I should take Judge, so I'm going to take Judge. Draft.
Can't go wrong with Judge there.
I know.
What changes, by the way, between a 12 and a 15? Justin, you do a lot of 15s, right?
Yeah, I do a lot of 15s. I do some 12s. I mean, I think the big change is volume matters more in a 15. So guys who Nick would think are boring and not really guys you want to target in a 12, in a 15, they become much more valuable. So for instance, I just drafted the Barf League draft. I took Jose Barrios as like my SP 5 or 6. Nick would never do that, right?
No.
But in a league that's that deep, you want those guys because you want those 170 good innings. So
yeah,
that's ridiculous. I don't know what you're doing.
I'm winning.
Be better. Be better.
I can't be better. Oh
yeah.
All right. So we have. I need to hide the draft.
I feel bad that I took so long in mine, but it's like I literally haven't done this before.
I was just searching for the right button. I kept going all over the place. For mine.
Yeah, I'm very much not used to RT Sports, so this is going to be
Justin. We're both in mixed labor on RT Sports this weekend, right?
Yeah, which is going to be a problem for me because I'm not a big fan of RT Sports. And I'm very petrified that there's going to be instances in which I cannot figure out like how to draft someone or bid on someone. So that's going to be a problem for me next
The only thing I'll say though, for the watching audience on RT Sports, you can actually see the bids back and forth between the teams. So it's actually it's a good software to observe somebody else playing an auction. It really is.
Oh, that's nice. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow, you took Soto. I'm just absolutely amazed.
Who do you think I was going to take?
Soto.
It was him or Kyle Tucker, to be honest with you. But 12 team, I'll go with the pure hitter. I'm not going to stress over the steals that Tucker brings. Soto's just a better pure hitter.
Yeah. Right.
We have our first pitcher off the board.
Oh, that's
at
stupid.
pick 12.
That's
Nick,
really dumb.
yeah. How much do you hate that?
I mean, I love it actually.
And by the way,
I get another hitter.
And by the way, if this was a 3 outfielder league, like a Yahoo league, I would have taken Gunnar Henderson instead of Soto. Right, but 5 outfielders deep, you need the outfielder.
You know, according to these projections, what we say here is, let's see, that Skeens should go after Sale.
Skeens should go after
We
Sale?
do not like Skeens. We actually haven't projected underneath a 30% strikeout rate, and I kind of see it.
That's very interesting. I don't know that I buy that, but
right. So the thing is, his 4-seamer doesn't miss bats. It's because it has massive horizontal movement. And actually, I remember when I was writing him up, I was like, man, I don't know how much I like this guy as much. Is he going to get strikeouts? And all of a sudden, just saw like, that the projections agreed. And I was like, you know what? This is pretty cool. Oh man, I'm so far behind right now. I'm trying to catch up inside my thing because I did it wrong at first. And okay, Churio.
Oh, okay. I was actually gonna take Alvarez. If I can only find how to do this here. What the hell? Plus? Oh, here we go. Plus. I gotta plus the guy first. Okay.
Yeah, this is definitely an interesting system. I'm not a big RT sports guy. I know Howard loves them, but
I mean, Ariel Cohen taking Alvarez, like we have it so high. Funny, we have who just went? Harper?
Yeah, Harper,
to Bender.
Why is Jordan Alvarez gray? Is he not eligible in the outfield in this?
I'm assuming not.
I don't believe he's eligible in the let's see.
Okay, well, I should have read the rules here.
Let's see.
Turner.
Okay. Oh no, he is eligible in the outfield.
Maybe it's because it's probably great because it's his predominant position.
That's it.
I mean, I'm gonna take
him.
I gotta take Freeman, guys. This is too good. It's Freeman or Ketel Marte, but I think I gotta do Freeman.
Definitely go with Freddie.
Freeman's the right call there.
The only thing I'll say is that I've noticed in doing drafts this season that second basemen very later on have been pushed higher up. So maybe that is a little bit of an inkling to take a second baseman.
Well, that's actually what I did in the mock draft before. And I went second round Ketel Marte. So
yeah.
I like a lot of the late second basemen, so I don't have a problem actually passing up on them. If I don't get like one of the guys I love at second base, then I just wait. I wait for a Colt Keith. I wait for a Miguel Garcia. I mean, I think there's just so many good guys later on.
Our projections hate Matt Olson for this league. That's interesting.
It's also not crossing off guys on the queue once they're picked.
Oh, that's what I see. Yeah. Oh, on the queue, I don't know about the
queue. Yeah, it's kind of annoying.
Yeah,
there's a button you can push that eliminates drafted players.
Okay,
is that thing next to search?
Yeah, it's right next to search.
Oh yeah, it just gets rid of. Oh yeah, look at that. That's cool.
There we go. Thank you. Guys.
You're welcome. Yeah, so like for me, like getting used to a league like this, I started off Lindor, J-Rod, but I'm not used to 12-team league drafts. So like it's like, and it'll be interesting because our labor draft is a 12-team auction, and so I'll have to kind of recenter myself for that a little bit because I'm just so used to the 15s.
Logan Gilbert in the second round there by Cardi. I was almost going to play, by the way, in the NL Labor this Saturday night. I couldn't do it, but
and Wheeler still hasn't gotten picked.
Wheeler hasn't gotten picked. Yeah,
Wheeler's still on the board.
Y'all are too in love with Gilbert.
Why? See, this is the difference between 12 and 15 teams. Like in a 12 team or in a 12 team
No,
league.
but like whatever you want from Gilbert, it's Wheeler.
Oh no, I would take
go
Wheeler.
Wheeler over Gilbert. Yeah,
I would take.
I would say
Wheeler
Burns is
over
safer.
Gilbert.
What I'm getting at is like it's not the volume thing that like I'm disagreeing with. I think that's
Nick, we talked about Burns on the show that you were on when you came on Beat the Shift.
yeah,
Burns,
we talked about it, yeah.
ATC hates Burns this year. It's like
Well, I
FP17.
understand. I understand why it would.
I don't.
Okay, so I'm going to take. I mean, ours. We're obsessed with Brent Rooker. I'm probably going to take Ketel Marte now. So.
All right. Well, Wheeler's not going to fall to you, Justin. If
I
Wheeler's
figured.
there,
I figured it. He wouldn't.
Yeah.
But that's okay. There's still. I mean, we're in a 12-team league. At pick. I don't even know what pick I'm going to be.
middle of the third round. I think
24,
Wheeler,
30, at 31, I will have plenty of talent
yeah.
still to choose from. So Wheeler being gone is not that big of an issue.
No.
Man, our projections have Brent Rooker as the 13th best.
Is he outfield eligible in this format by any chance?
I'm assuming.
I don't believe so.
Because if he is, then he's you can push him a lot higher.
Yeah, he is in this one.
And you can push him a
Maybe.
lot higher. Yeah.
He should be. I see 10.
Is it a 10-game eligibility here?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
then Rooker
Rooker,
should go
yeah.
much higher. Yeah.
Yeah, we have him as the 13th overall player.
13th overall player?
Yeah.
I question that.
13th
I can tell from your
overall.
voice.
Yeah, that's insane. 13th overall
That's the-
player?
If that's the case, why did you take Marte?
Oh, because I don't know. Because I needed a second baseman.
Because he's pitcher list, not hitter list.
Looks like Zola's gonna time out on the mock draft. Woo!
I'm assuming that it's. Well,
I would
that's
really
all.
hate to have him get Wheel. Yeah, he gets Wheeler on a timeout. Thank you. Definitely, that's the way it goes.
Yeah. Sacramento hype is getting out of control. Brent Rooker is not a top 20 player, much less 13th. That's insane.
I don't think it's because of Sacramento.
I don't know. I don't know how you can rationalize him in any way being a top 20 player.
I mean, okay, so let's just be frank completely.
Yes.
Just ignoring.
I mean, I'll be Justin, but yes.
No,
If
yeah,
you
right.
want
No,
to be
but just like I don't know how you can rationalize. Well, I mean, you can simply rationalize it by just, hey, last year he had 39 home runs, 112 RBI, 11 stolen bases, and in your like that's your simple rationale. What I think our projections are saying, and keep in mind that like it's not, there are all these interesting weights. We
Chad,
are
pretty late.
saying that, hey, the things that he did to earn that were very much real from what we generally see in replication of skills. So that's your justification.
Yeah,
I
362
think he has one of the
BABIP.
best process pluses of anyone.
Yeah, 362 BABIP, 23% homer.
Stop talking about BABIP. Don't do the BABIP game. What kind of contact did he make? Did he make good decisions? Did he swing at the right pitches that he should have swung at?
Below league average zone contact, above average or league average O swing.
No,
I mean, he does rocket the ball when he hits.
All right,
it.
hold on. You're quoting stuff that we have better things than the ones that you're saying. So I'm going to show the things that we use instead of those things, because we've shown that they are.
I will make a board bet with you that he is not a top 25 hitter.
It's a projection.
Okay. What's the number then?
I mean, you're saying there's no rationale, that's what I'm.
There's no rationale for that.
For Rooker,
clearly is.
25?
For Rooker to be a top 13 player.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
No.
Yeah, there's just none. Like it's All right. I'm just gonna do. Well, no, you know what? I can get someone on the way back. I think so. I think I'm gonna just keep hammering the offense here. Question is with who? Whom? All right. You know what?
Acuna's there.
You know what? I'm tempted because it is a 12-team league. I am
Yeah,
tempted a
correct.
little bit there.
With IL, right? So yeah.
I assume with IL, yeah. But actually, I think what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to draft Garrett Crochet, and
Yep.
I was going to see if he can make it back around to me, but I got a feeling that James Anderson would have popped on him there. I like this one. Brent Rucker feels like a top 10 player to me. That's only because I dropped him a week after week one.
All right.
That's
So
really
put
funny.
this up on the board quickly. All right. So here's Teoscar Hernandez's process plus, right? This is going around the same draft pick or whatever. Right? You can see he doesn't make contact at all throughout the season, right? Same kind of decisions made, and then this is power. He's settling around like a 110, 115 process plus. And then this is Rookers. So yeah, didn't do well here. But even then, the amount of power he has, and this is based not on like raw results, it's based on the pitches he saw. Decisions and contact above average here. And we believe in this, like this is ridiculous. Like you really don't see this kind of mix of power, decision value, and contact. So this is why I'm just explaining why the projections like him like this. Not saying it's going to be correct.
Yeah.
I'm saying there is a rationale, and that's the rationale.
Makes
That's
sense.
all I'm doing. I'm pitcher list, not hitter list. But there's a reason why Kyle is giving a presentation at Sabres Seminar for this. They got approved because this is the stuff that matters. That's all. Please continue.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I still don't think I buy it.
I mean, yeah, I get that. Yeah, you don't have to buy it. I'm not asking you to buy it. I'm just saying.
I buy the power aspect of it. That is the portion I buy.
I mean, we have the data that shows that he made incredible decisions and made great contact, surprisingly. Which I know it seems weird, right? Because of that thing, but I think it's because it was so bad for a moment, and then it shifted dramatically. I think that's what's getting lost in the look of it.
Oh, I'm back on the clock.
Oh, and you took Devers. You did Machado.
I took Devers, yeah.
O'Neal Cruz. Garrett Crochet, taken before sale. That's the way it should be.
Oh,
I'm so happy you believe in me, Mason.
I do believe in you.
You trust me because hot dang, he's so fucking good. He's my SB.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
You know, my whole thing with
Crochet is that in a 15-team league, I don't think I'm taking it this high. I worry about the I get that.
potential.
I can understand it. I mean, I'll make one argument that the White Sox did literally everything you could ever ask for him to have a healthy season.
For sure. But he does have a lot of injuries in his background. It's a huge inning jumps. So like,
yeah.
And he's going in this.
I think it's even healthier, like the way that he did it.
I was going to take Pete Alonso
than it would be if someone getting shut down at fewer innings.
I think that's fair, but just the price is so high. It's so insane, especially in the NFBC world, which is where I play normally.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's going to be a first-round pick come main events.
I mean, I don't think any pitcher should be it, so I'm not going to push back there. I'm just saying it's relative, and relatively as starting pitchers go, he's number 2. That's how I feel. Okay. George Kirby from Mario Cohen. What is this ridiculous pick? Oh my gosh, sure.
I mean, the walk rate is just fantastic.
It is. It's pretty good. Wish he wasn't so hittable.
I wish you were.
Is Langford out for a bit?
Huh?
So what?
Langford?
He's
No, he hurt.
a minor injury, they say.
Yeah,
think it's fine.
that's never minor.
Everything in spring training they say is minor. And
Yeah.
if they say it's not minor, then it's
That is very bad. Yeah.
All right, come on. I know the pick I want to make next. Let me make it. Don't take it away from me, Zola. And it won't, right?
he's
the
not
next
going to
one
take it
up.
away unless he times out.
Unless someone took him and I didn't even see it.
Yeah, I was going to take Pete Alonso. Otherwise, maybe I should have taken Corey Seager. I was thinking about that, but there's some shortstops later.
Minor, but it's also oblique, so it could be minor all year long. Problem with oblique injuries is they're like 4 to 6 weeks usually.
How about the Mets pitchers? Oblique for Sean Manaea. It's day 2 right now.
You're going to be a Mets pitcher here shortly. Oh
You
no,
never
is
know.
Zola going to time out again?
Oh, looks like
Oh, man.
Zola time day is going to get Chris Sale. Okay.
All right, I'll take. Where is he?
Corbin Burns. I know you're not going to take a picture here, but
Not chance.
Yeah, Corey Seager's the right guy. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
That's actually pretty late for him to go. He should have gone early.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
if I didn't have Lindor already, I probably would have taken Seager.
Yeah, but that was on you because you took Lindor.
Well, Lindor is a top 8 player in my opinion.
Oh man,
Seager
talking about a guy.
Shift. He just canceled the shift.
Lindor is number 7 for us, so I agree.
Yeah, so like Lindor is just going too late in the first round.
But the thing is, it's not always about getting the, getting that sound player. Well, yeah, sure, but that also means you don't get to get the other stuff later. So,
well, the thing
maybe you don't
there's
want
huge.
to take that because you won't get the thing in the 4th round with the hot spots.
Well, the thing about shortstop is it drops off considerably. So I want
so I got
I want a first or second round shortstop.
Yeah, it drops off though, but it is bunched somewhere in there. So there is a hot spot, and you can play elsewhere, and then because of the hot spot bunch there, even though there is a drop, there's still a big bunch.
Oh man, I'm out now. Okay. Oh boy.
I just love a guy like Lindor because he offers 5 category production. It gives me a lot of options moving on in a draft.
A lot of runs. You got Soto in front of him now.
Yeah, I have him projected for 110.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have this, and this.
Colby Conway does catcher. Wow.
Interesting. It is a 2-catcher league, but it's a 12
team league though. I don't know about catcher like that. Yeah.
I'm gonna take Bregman.
Second base eligibility, maybe.
Probably not.
But market value is at 40, so everyone likes Bregman. We like Bregman. I don't want to deal with third base later. Oh man, I just realized who I should have taken. That's fine. He's not going now for some reason because I'm absolutely obsessed with him. I forget. This is funny. It's like my first one. I'm like, oh man, there are all these dudes whose market value has completely changed in our other draft. Everyone was just so into, and everyone else isn't here. So I'm wondering. You're here.
Oh, they're backing it up. Hold on.
Backing it up in a
Yeah, because Zola didn't know he was still on auto.
After.
Oh, is it all done?
Yeah,
this is
2-catcher league. Yeah.
Okay.
Altuve.
Zola takes Altuve. Okay. Mr. Benda, who do you want? CJ Abrams.
CJ Abrams, okay. Oh man. It's fun to do these again. I'm going to like doing with the live app as opposed to why is it taking so long to update this? Who did he think? That's good. It's right there.
Schwarber before Ozuna.
I'm okay with that.
I mean, I just don't want to be near Ozuna in the slightest.
Do you guys know how many games Ozuna played last year?
I don't care because I don't like him as a
149.
He played 162. He played every game this year.
I don't even know where I'm going to take here. Let's see.
Only 4 players played all games. Ozuna was one. The others, Matt Olson, Nick Castellanos, Pete Alonso.
Oh, you took Edwin Diaz, huh?
Yeah, it's a good spot for a closer because there's going to be some run. I don't know when. So I figure I'm hoping it starts a run.
Hey, why don't I just continue it and I'll take my second closer?
See? It started it right there.
Why are
And
you guys taking all these closers in the best ball.
if the closers now go boom, 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 then it means they made the right decision. If it doesn't go boom, 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 means they make the wrong decision.
This is already a terrible draft.
Mason, why did you do this? Yeah.
Because it's a mock draft and it's fun.
Oh gosh.
The beauty of a mock draft is you can try out different things that you will never actually do.
Sure.
Like I will never actually.
I don't think that's what they want for
Garrett
this
Crochet.
magazine.
I don't think this is for a magazine. It's for an article.
Fair enough.
This is to help Howard Bender with his own draft.
Yeah. Howard asked me to do it, and I said yes. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is my second mock draft of the year, and that is 2 more than I've done in the last like 3 or 4 years.
Oh man. So yeah, I'm gonna try and do these actually a couple a week. I think starting next week.
Gardner's going to pick Hader.
No, Wood.
Okay. Wood wasn't getting through Carabel, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
So let's see here. Jonathan, Bender, and Colby and I are the only ones without a starter yet.
But you don't need a starter. You'll get them all the good ones later on.
Mm-hmm.
You get it, Ariel, except you
Yeah.
weren't Colby, so whatever. Oh my gosh. You know, I gotta say, guys, everyone's like, no, it's gonna be totally fine. I'm gonna have Blake Snell. I'm not gonna have any anxiety whatsoever. You know, this is what we've said for the last like 3 years.
I was going to go with Framber. I thought he'd last. Okay.
You don't want Framber.
We talked about it on the show. We got a board bet here.
You know, this is interesting actually. Our projection. You know what? What is it?
What is it?
No, I had it until I just got him drafted. I just made him drafted, so I can't. I don't know.
Okay.
Why is he going in that? Okay. Oh no, this is the category value. No, I can't do it because he's.
I have
drafted.
Yeah, I have Framber 3.33 ERA, 118 WHIP.
Who just got him? Carabel?
Carabel
got first starting pitcher? First pitcher?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's like his third.
Carabel's NL. He's gonna.
We have him as a 3.55, 118.
3.55, 118.
See, this is why I was like 3.45 isn't crazy, Ariel.
No, it was a fair 50-50 bet, right?
And you guys freaked out when I said 360. You're like, oh my gosh.
360 sounds high for Framber.
You guys were the sounds of both you and Ravane. Oh,
drama, man.
Like, oh gosh, oh no, I said something. I was being sacrilegious.
Hater goes there. All right. Well, this guy's been way sitting too long.
Michael King. Oh, Zuna.
Westford.
Yeah, way too long for that kind of power and average. Yeah.
Oh, Zuna. Well, the thing is,
Yeah.
I just don't want to draft him ever because of him.
Yeah.
I wouldn't,
you-
but 6th round for Ozuna?
Yeah, I don't think we're talking the same language here.
Yeah.
Oh, who are you talking about? Sorry.
I think there's character issues that Nick has a problem with.
Yeah, I think
Character
that's
issues? Nah, it's a mock draft. You're picking character issues in a mock
yes.
draft?
This is about people that I don't want to associate with.
You have to have dinner with all these people.
Stop this, guys.
That's the rules of the mock draft.
Stop it. All right, I'm gonna take my own reach here because that's what I do.
What about past steroid guys? Are you opposed to them in a mock draft?
You're asking too many questions right now. I just think this guy's dope,
think
and I don't care what anyone says. I just think he's just the dopest.
Yeah.
Who are you taking? Who's this?
I love Riley Green.
Okay.
Okay. Is an interesting pick, but yeah. You've
The
been
market
talking
value says
about
106, and actually it says 66 for us here, which means that's our projections say that he should go here, which is fun because I very much agree.
kind of a boring pick for a 12, but okay.
Riley Green?
Yeah.
Riley Green's dope.
I love your offense though.
Well, duh.
I mean,
You should.
I
If I didn't like my offense now, I would have been doing something wrong here. That's all I've taken.
I like what Derek's doing here. Like Logan Gilbert in the 2nd, DeGrom in the 5th. Oh, Ezekiel
like
Tovar, that I don't like, but bring up that little chart thing you did for Ezekiel Tovar.
Okay, first of all, don't belittle my chart.
No, I liked it. That's what I want
Bring
to
up
see.
the
Tovar.
yeah.
It was pretty.
It's not just pretty. This is about to be award winning. All right. Sure. So this is Ezekiel Tovar's. I'm going to share and present to you now. Ta-da.
Yeah, there you go.
The decision value and the contact is not good.
This is what I agree with.
Power
This
is
is what
actually
I agree
interesting to
with.
be able to get this much power despite those things.
Wow.
I mean, I'm
Colorado.
Tovar for things outside of.
You're on the clock, Nick. Just so you know.
Yeah, I know. Oh, there goes Vientos, man. Okay.
Tovar is better, by the way, in NFBC style where you have 2 lineup settings a week because then you get the Colorado yes or no.
Yeah.
But I mean, the problem is he's too high up anyways that you really have to play him every week if you're taking him in round 7.
He's gonna volume because he's a very good defender, but he makes terrible swing decisions.
Yeah.
And got really lucky last year. It just and I don't like guys who aren't good hitters, like pure
Right.
hitters. At some point, Nick will have to take a pitcher. I just don't know if it's going to happen in this mock draft or it's going to be a future mock draft.
No, this is what I do. Is just.
I know.
I'm.
The problem is Impemba's doing the exact same thing.
Who is?
And so is Colby Conway.
That's fine with me.
Which can be an issue when you're all doing the same thing.
No, it's not. I'm still getting hitters I like, so it doesn't matter.
I haven't taken this guy yet, but he seems like a really good value right now. I can't believe I'm doing this, but
Yamamoto.
This is Yamamoto. Very good call. This is so not an Ariel Cohen pick, but in round 7 with all these pitchers being taken, I don't know.
I mean, there are better pitchers to take than Yamamoto.
Maybe.
I
I figure the wins total should be good.
Well, it'll be harder.
I have Kirby, so the wins total is down there. Yamamoto puts in the wins total back.
Oh, Max Fried. Oh man, I thought he was gonna fall further. That's stupid. Why can't I find Fried on this?
Well, he's not there
Oh
anymore.
my god, our projections absolutely hate Max Fried.
They should.
Okay, so you shut your mouth.
That elbow's going to explode at any moment.
You realize that it wasn't a tear this past year, right? You realize there was
It's
no
just-
structural damage. It was
It's
inflammation.
just reoccurring issues over the course of the last 2 seasons. So
Oh,
like
yeah.
I understand like the ups, and like I drafted Max Fried in a 15 as like my SP4.
It's like, can you tell
like
me a
that's
pitcher
when you-
doesn't have injury questions?
Yeah, there are plenty of pitchers who don't
Uh-huh.
have.
Like Garrett Cole was
injury
like that last year, right?
No, Garrett Cole did have injury issues.
No, before it came out in the spring.
No, yeah, I mean, until a guy has them, he has them. Any pitcher can get hurt, but
That's my
You can't-
point. You just said
you cannot-
the point.
But you cannot argue that some pitchers are more likely to get hurt. if they're
Absolutely,
coming off
but I
of a
think we throw it
season.
around too much. I think there are some that's just like, yeah, we know that Glasnow is not going to be healthy the entire year. Yeah, it would be really silly for us to assume that DeGrom is going to be healthy throughout the entire year.
What do you guys think about Garrett Cole? I feel that he's always prone to these big blowups. So he can, even if he has great ratios all year, he'll give up like 6-7 runs in one game, and then he's back to square one.
For me, I need to watch.
Oh,
him
I don't
pitch
feel
in
that way.
spring.
No.
No,
When
I
I
think-
watch him pitch in spring, I'll feel a lot better.
It was the case with Noah Syndergaard, where he just have great ratios, and then he'd throw one stinker, and then and not pedestrian, but not elite anymore with the ratios.
Well, Syndergaard, I mean, I remember actually this was my first big article at Fangraphs. Was the what was it, the no Syndergaard problem we're all ignoring? And it was that he always had high BABIPs, and I was like, hey guys, there's more to BABIP than just being luck. And it's because Syndergaard throws these super hittable pitches, and he throws sinkers,
Right.
and they get hit, and this is normal.
Yep. That guy doesn't have a pitcher yet, Jonathan Impemba.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. There's three teams without a starting pitcher right now, and so
Who
one
got
of the
it?
yeah, exactly. One of the issues with that, the strategy is great, but it really works best if you're the only team doing it. It's just like Doug Dennis in AL Towers, where he has gone with like an all reliever strategy because there's no innings minimum. It works great, but if another person tried to do it, both teams would be screwed.
I don't know. I don't know if we're on the same page about it right now. Who's my highest one left? Oh, that's cool.
I just wonder which team is going to be the last team to blink, because Impemba just blinked with the Bryce Miller pick. So is it going to be Nick or is it going to be Colby?
No, it's going to be Colby because I'm going to take a picture of my next pick.
Oh, there you go. All right.
I go 7 rounds. That's generally what I do. Caminero.
Yeah, that's a guy that's going to have some inflation coming up.
Can name the truck with 4-wheel drive, 65 tons of American pride.
Oh, Vinny
Caminero.
P.
Yeah,
Caminero.
The corners are dropping pretty quickly, and I think there's a little bit of power upside and good batting average that sort of backs up some of my other guys. So I'm a little bit light on steals, though. Very light on steals.
I should probably post my podcast. That might be a good idea. Look at me multitask. I'll try not to post it on Ariel's podcast.
Not like last time.
I do it a few times a season.
Yeah,
you know.
it happened.
Seiya.
Yeah, I almost took Seiya also. Maybe I should have, but I already have.
Seiya was my backup if Lopez went.
Yeah, I already have two outfielders, so just to diversify. And I don't know. I'm considering punting steals at this point.
I think I probably need some more power at some point, but
All right, cool. I'll answer you guys' question.
what's the question?
Oh, he's already taken. Whoops.
Let's see who your First
Never
pitcher
mind.
official list goes to.
Never mind. I didn't put him into the thing.
It's not going to be.
alright.
I'm going to guess. Let's see. Bailey Ober.
No.
Luis Castillo. It's not going to be Nola.
Joe
Joe Ryan. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna do I was gonna do Castillo also.
I think y'all are underrating Joe Ryan a ton.
I think shoulders really bothers me.
He's completely healed.
Yeah, you've seen the X-rays and the MRIs yourself?
I remember talking to Stephen Lyman about it. I
And they
trust
never
Stephen
lie,
Lyman
right?
more than you.
You shouldn't,
I absolutely should trust Stephen
because
Lyman.
I would never lie to you. You don't know
Yeah,
that.
you just
about
don't
me.
know if it's true or not.
Nick, what's your take on Schwellenbach this year?
I really dig him. I think he's a wild
Yeah.
skill set, but
boy.
it's funny. Eric Samolsky asked me, like, Nick, inside the top 30, who would you say is the biggest bust candidate? And I was like, oh no,
Ooh.
it's Spencer Schwellenbach.
Why? No, stop it.
Because it's just lack of track record.
Oh. Well.
And it's like that. Yeah, look at all of them. Like, well, yeah, well, there's.
Are you saying like non-injury
Yeah.
bust potential? Okay. Because
Right.
I think there's a lot of guys.
I mean, yeah, sure. Bust potential
top
for injury is
30.
like, well, that's just, you know,
you got guys like Glass
whatever.
now.
That's not really an interesting
Cole and-
discussion to me. But it's more about the skills regressing.
I'm surprised it wouldn't be someone that we've seen have that bust previously in a guy like Dylan Cease or Blake Snell. Guys
that's a typical kind of thing too. But it's also just Schwellenbach hasn't done for a long, as long as others, and also.
But the skills are so good. Like
I agree. But I'm not out on Spencer Schwellenbach. I think I have him at 26 or something.
I hear you hate him. Speaking of which, so I was doing a draft against our good friend Eno Saris the other day.
He's a good
Who's
friend,
that?
all right.
Yeah, great
Good
dude.
boy.
And I took Bailey Ober, and someone in the draft told me he has Bailey Ober as his
57.
50. Okay, I was gonna say 55.
It might be 55. It's like that. It's because of home runs, and I get it.
That seems
But
insane.
I don't agree with it. I
Okay.
don't agree with it, but yeah.
I mean, I don't know. That's why I was asking you.
Oh, yeah. Of course, I'm like, all right. A guy I'm not going to be taking in this draft is Hunter Brown. I'll tell you that. And on the other side of it, has Hunter Brown at 17. I have him like at 44 or something.
Yeah, I think
And-
44 is much more in line with where I would be.
You want to know the comp I have for Hunter Brown, and everyone's going to hate me. Everyone's going to be like, this is the stupidest thing. I cannot believe you ever said this. I'm going to put it this way. Hunter Brown's skill set is a dead zone four-seamer, a dead zone sinker, and a dead zone cutter. He doesn't have an overwhelming... What is... Oh, no. Why is it playing Severance on my team? Don't do this. Don't play Severance. Stop. I gotta wait until my fiance comes home, and then we can watch it. All right. But Hunter Brown is a dead zone four-seamer, dead zone sinker, dead zone cutter, and he has two breaking balls that should get whiffs sometimes, but they're not really like overwhelming whiffs. Are you sure that's Hunter Brown, or is it Mitch Keller?
Oh, it's not a bad comp, actually. That's
That's
actually
a really good one, and I hate it.
It's a really good comp. I actually love that comp.
Oh my God, there are so many good pitchers. Which one do I choose?
I know that is the nice part of the strategy is I could build a rotation with rounds like 8 through 15.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I knew it's what you were gonna do.
Oh man, no, I can't do that. All right, I'll do another underrated guy.
Yeah, I love that pick. I like that one.
Justin Steele.
Justin
Steele.
Steele.
Did I say it right?
Yeah, you did. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Yelich.
Yelich. You mean?
Okay. Yeah. All right. Catchers. Let's get my first. Round 9 for Shea Langoliers. I'm really going all power here.
Yeah, I don't mind that one.
That's why Vinny P was good, because he padded the batting average. Logan Webb.
But yeah, that Hunter Brown comp is like, it just lives in my brain, and it's just not good enough.
Whew. Okay, what do I do here? I look at the other
You make a bad
teams.
pick is what you do.
No, I mean I'm going to make a pick that I just have continuously made all spring.
Well, wasn't this supposed to be the place that you experiment?
I am experimenting. I took 2 closers in the top 5 rounds. I don't have enough power 9 rounds in. And my pitching is going to be amazing. You know, Pablo Lopez, Garrett Crochet started my rotation. The goal right here, since I know that these 3 guys who are picking right here aren't going to be watching this stream right now, is my hope was I take Lewis here and then I can take Schwellenbach on the way back. And I figured all 3 of these teams have enough starters that it seems unlikely Schwellenbach will go, but Bailey Ober is a backup.
Game theory.
So,
Game theory.
Yeah.
There's someone else I might consider instead.
Another starter you would consider instead?
Yeah. Or 2.
Is it like Grayson Rodriguez? Or are you a Hunter Green guy? Because I'm not really a Hunter Green guy.
I mean, it's only like I dropped my top 400 this past week, Justin.
That would insinuate that I listen or read.
I mean,
anything.
Mine you should.
Well, see, here's the thing. I'm in the middle of pitching projections, and I don't want to be influenced by people who are smarter than me. I want to finish my pitching projections like I will by the end of the week.
And then you just correct them after you read the people who are smarter than
you. Then I will start reading. But actually, I made a New Year's resolution that I was going to read 25 books this year, which is a lot for me.
You should talk to Alex Fast about that. That's a thing that you did.
So I'm in the middle of my 4th book right now.
What are you reading? I
am currently reading The Verge
by
Patrick Wyman. It's right here.
Nice.
So
has to be 25 different books, right? You can't read the same book twice.
Yes, and they have to be at least 500 pages each.
Oh, that's okay. 500 is a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So, because I was like, I read 25 books a day to my kid, but apparently that doesn't count.
When I was in high school,
I mean, it's about yourself, Like, what do you want actually for yourself? You don't have to report to anyone here.
See, and then
when I was in high school, we had to read Invisible Man, Ralph Kelson, and instead I read The Invisible Man by H.G. Wells. 100 pages about a guy who literally turns invisible.
That's a different book. Yeah. No, I read exclusively nonfiction. So.
Oh wow! So no Sanderson for you.
No, yeah, I'm. I just finished a book on Augustus, which was about 700 or 800 pages, by Adrian Goldsworthy, who's a preeminent Roman historian. Fantastic book.
Nice.
Okay.
Putting my history degree to use since I'm not actually working in that field.
That's right.
Another guy I usually don't draft, but I'm gonna go for it.
Let's see.
What are we doing here? Freddie Peralta. Nah, I'm Professor Chaos. Oh gosh.
It's a 12-team league,
That's fine. I don't
no good.
It's no. Honestly, it could be very good.
Could be. Right?
He lost velocity on his fastball. He couldn't throw a slider for strikes. Sliders should get better at earning strikes. He also he changed his arm angle, so he lost extension. And this is the guy that was the extension due to like 7 feet. There goes Ober. So fine. I guess I will just take the guy that I was hinting at for you. Tanner Bybee.
Oh yes, Tanner Bybee. I definitely should have tried that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually have Bybee higher than Peralta on my list, but figure take a shot and.
Oh, I love me some Bybee.
I've
Yeah.
become a Bybee fan this year.
I've been a Bybee fan since the get-go.
Well, I wasn't until he started throwing a cutter last year. I was like, oh, well, now you actually have something that's dependable. Because
I'm a
his 4th year
sucker for a guy with a good command, baby.
He's not a good command guy. It's not Bybee. He's control, fine. But you watch him pitch and you realize that he doesn't know where that changeup is going at any point, and his slider it goes in and out. But the cutter all of a sudden became a thing that was more reliable for him, and that changed him completely last year. So finally, I'm like, okay, yeah, you can be a high volume guy with good ratios and a 25% carry. That's my jam. So it's amazing how many guys can do that. Like, I feel that's Steele, and I honestly like Joe Ryan, but just don't throw as many home runs, please, Ryan. I'm like depending on you to not be the same exact guy you were last year, because every year you've gotten better. So please. Thank you.
Sounds good.
That's all I got. There are 2 dudes that they're both fun, who I would take with my next one. I mean, this is the way to go, guys. If you look at this, I have just like 7 hitters in a row, and then 4 starters in a row, and it's like
There's been a lot of pitchers in a row, other than Berger and Happ in the middle. There's a string of.
this is where you feast.
Yeah,
There's so many of them.
This is the yellow brick road that people are always talking about right here.
But the point is just there are some. Oh, there's Shane McClanahan. That was one of the fun ones. It wasn't the one I was gonna get. That was one of them. I swear to God. I swear to God. I mean, I don't know where I actually have him ranked now. After all the new hoopla. But I gotta do it. This is the you should 11th man. You gotta do it. You gotta
Sounds
do
good
it.
to me.
Yeah, Duran, great, sweet. They say that there are no restrictions this year.
They say that. There is a restriction on wins in Miami, though.
If you're making it to the 8th inning, it doesn't matter.
Nothing like 25 no decisions.
Oh, you know what? It's going to be great. I love him so much.
I should probably figure out who I'm going to take here. You know what? If this guy falls to me, I don't think I would ever draft him normally. But if he falls,
if the situation is the same as it is now, then maybe you would, right?
Well, I mean, I don't think. Well, actually, I will be in 1 12-team draft.
Adelise?
I see.
Okay, Adelise.
I like that pick.
Mike Trout. Yeah. I thought about it.
Oh, that was the guy I was about to take.
Oh, Trout?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. The thing about this is like, it's not taking into enough of a focus that you get Trout plus. You know?
Exactly. Yeah. Well, and it's, especially in a 12-team league, it makes a ton of sense.
I mean, Ariel,
Yeah.
have you thought about doing projections in a way that is like combining them with the replacement player?
Well, it's not a projection; it's a valuation. But yeah, of course, yeah. I've thought of that. I have.
Yeah, you're right. Not a projection, right? But a dollar
It's a
value that
value,
is
yeah.
relative
No, of
to what they're doing, but then it's IL, so then.
Yeah,
replacement
well, I
value.
mean, when you evaluate a player, and again, you have to classify the player in terms of is it going to be out for injury or is it going to be out for platoon, right? Because that's the
Right.
difference.
Yeah.
But yeah, theoretically, you need to add a replacement level.
Right.
If you're drafting Clayton Kershaw, you know that you're going to be drafting him plus the replacement level. Yes, you do
Well, you
valuation.
know that you're going to be losing your league. Yeah. Right.
Right. Yes. But yeah, no, you do have to include that when you do valuations. Absolutely. Byron Buxton, instance.
Right. But I mean, so I guess what I'm saying is, have you ever generated that before? Oh my God, there goes Strider. Oh no, what am I doing? I meant to. I forgot.
I have not
Strider on
put
the
out
thing.
that. I have not put out that projection in terms.
Oh
of
my gosh,
here's
I
what-
meant to take Strider.
Oh, Strider. Sorry, you got Sandy though.
No. He's so valuable. This is exactly what I'm talking about. And also, I would normally take him because, like in April, I would. Oh man, this is a lesson. But yeah, like, but I would say like the dollar evaluation, you can do dollar of this, but then also dollar value plus expected replacement. as
Yeah,
another
I guess we should put out. You could put out a here's a projection for the slot, including the person. Yeah, I guess you could.
right.
Yeah.
And I actually am really curious what that means for guys like DeGrom and for Glasnow and for. I mean, Glasnow's a little different because I feel like it's gonna be more platoonish in his inning projection. Just because like 6-man, they might do some skips. It's not as hard stop as others.
Yeah, but you can add in 20 innings of replacement value. DeGrom, you're adding in 100 innings of replacement value.
Okay. It's not 100 innings. All right, you're not going to project him for 108 or 80 innings.
Could be
DeGrom.
more. Could be more.
Could be more.
DeGrom, what's your innings projection for DeGrom? I've got DeGrom at 110. 110.
Okay, it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, I gotta take a catcher, don't I?
No. You can wait till the end. Take 2 of them in the last round.
Take 2 of them.
You can.
Hey, you only have 1. Okay, that makes me feel better. Oh man, I projected to win.
Oh yeah. I bet Ariel's projections has him winning.
Oh man.
Yeah. If you don't win your own draft software, it means you.
This is why I said this, because this is what you say all the time.
Mm-hmm. I'm projected to win.
Oh my gosh, it's Hunter Brown.
I bet the bet has Derek projected to win though, and Master Ball has Todd projected to win.
Yeah, anytime you take like a Jacob deGrom, it's going to project you much higher because the ratios are just going to count so much in the actual projection. Terang. Yeah, Terang has been going so early. Like I know he steals, but just such a low value for that 11th round.
Am I
depends on where you project the average.
Lurch every time I hear his name.
Oh my bad.
You guys know Lurch, right?
Who?
Lurch from Adam's Family.
Yeah, you're talking about from the Adams Family.
And you know what his catchphrase was, right?
No.
Ooh, I can't.
You rang. And every time I hear Terang, that's all. It's just endless. Terang. All day, all night. It's terrible. Just as bad as his content is, Just horrible. Why can't I find Josh Lowe anywhere? Oh, I was looking in the wrong spot. Okay. Got that.
Oh, I was gonna do Ogono Hoppy. He went so late. All right, Sniper. All right, let's go. I need some steals, so let's get this guy.
Do you though?
Me? Yeah, I've got no steals.
But do you?
I could punt, but
yeah.
Is that a challenge?
Now you're thinking of the portals. Okay.
Challenge rejected.
Yeah, I don't have enough power is my problem here. Which is
it's on me now.
Oh,
gosh. Who got this guy? It's this. I mean, all right.
Mr. Wells. Okay.
We like it. So.
Oh, yeah, it's good.
Do we?
Yeah.
Apparently.
Okay. I believe.
Okay. All right.
Where do I get my power from? Oh, that's a place to get power from. Oh, that's a place to get power from.
Power? Well,
still lots of power, guys. I'm not worried.
Yeah, there's plenty of guys still out there with power.
Yeah.
Eugenio Suarez, just want the power.
That's what I was looking at.
Yeah.
Suarez is the guy you pick up in the second half.
Old boring veteran. Just a great example. Suarez is just a value every year. Just a boring veteran.
Well, I just drafted Goldschmidt.
Yeah, same thing. And now he's a Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, exactly.
There goes Brian Wu and Taylor Ward. Okay.
Yeah.
I like those guys too.
Yeah, I would like Ward, other than doesn't fit my current construction.
Well, you gotta fix that. Do I go for a fifth starter now? Nah.
Or a first reliever.
Second catcher.
I should probably get a reliever.
Do you need a reliever here, or you just punt?
Probably punt.
You can do that.
No, we don't go with that. There's someone that, I mean,
The White Sox closer still on the board.
all right, I'll just do this. Oh, he already go? He already went, didn't he? Bellinger go?
Yeah, he went.
Yeah, he went
Yeah.
a while ago.
I was like, what's going on? Why is he not? Okay.
Round 9.
Yeah, to who?
To Colby Conway.
Okay. Who do I like here? All right, fine.
I mean, if this guy makes it to me, I'm just gonna take him. But
Stephen Kwan. Pena. Good pick.
I don't really need that, but if y'all are gonna let him drop in my lap, I'm just, I have not read Howard Zinn yet, but it is on my list of books that I'm going to.
I'm trying to win your hand in marriage.
Apparently.
Wait, Luis Garcia Jr. just won?
No.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I took him already.
I'm trying to figure out like where he. What is blue? Blue is second base.
Blue is second base in this one. Yeah.
Yeah. Market value is saying 407.
Oh, finally. Yeah.
But I mean, our projections have him at 114, so that's just something that's just completely removed from.
All right. I needed some steals, so I went Garcia and Edwards back to back in the middle.
There you go. That'll do it.
Yeah, I think so. Right? That's what, 50 steals, maybe even more.
Mm-hmm.
Stott was my other choice, but since I already had the second baseman, I took Edwards. Yeah, you can see these middle infielders are really getting pushed up 12th, 13th round, even though their value is, I think, a little bit lower. That's why, like, I'm not opposed to taking like an Albies earlier or a Kettle Marte. Just.
I love me some Colton Cowser, so we'll just take Cowser there. There's some power. Kwan is the anchor of all my draft strategies. That is not a good thing. I like Kwan, but Kwan is a mistake fixer.
I think the word shouldn't be anchor. Maybe it's like linchpin or something like that. But anchor is not a.
Kwan should be a glue guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my glue.
You're my glue.
Gotta have that glue. That's what I always say.
Glue is something that you use when you're in elementary school, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Tastes great, less filling.
Oh, wow.
To talking from experience, Justin.
Why would you say that? Why are we referencing that? I don't know. Where'd that come from?
I can't wait to hang with you guys in New York in a few weeks.
Oh, yeah. Is Danielle coming too?
She is coming.
All right.
Oh, nice.
So, last minute edition. I've got to figure out a hotel for Wednesday night, but because we're coming out Wednesday instead of Thursday. But we're excited. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, that's great.
New York is actually finally this week, Nick. It was nice today. Finally outside.
Yeah, it was okay.
was it?
It was acceptable.
And tomorrow's gonna be even nicer. We're finally almost out of the very, very cold winter we've had.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we haven't had too bad of a winter though. We lost our heater right in the middle of a cold snap.
What did you go
Which
looking
was-
for with the flashlight?
Yeah, I wish it was that easy. Yeah, no, our whole house heater went out.
Looking for
Apparently,
it. Yeah.
yeah, apparently your heater is not supposed to be legally old enough to drink. So, so that was fun, but got the heater back.
Oh,
And,
boom.
oh, it's back to me. Oh, more power. I need more power. Yeah, we're gonna take this guy because he's power and flexibility. Love him in Houston. Both second base and the shortstop look like the DMZ with amount of unexploded landmines. Especially shortstop. I think second base is a lot deeper than people give it credit for. But shortstop, man, like if you don't get one of the top 10, you might be hurting.
Is Corey Seager okay?
Yeah, Corey Seager's great.
Oh, okay,
I mean,
cool. Then I'm good.
I don't
when
know.
when healthy.
I disagree with that. I think that there's a nice bunch of middle infielders, including shortstops, somewhere in the middle. And if it has to be there, I'm good with it because just the quantity is there. I don't feel like I have to do it. I'm good with taking the extra outfielder up top.
I think in a 12 that's probably true. In a 15, I don't know that it is. Well, I mean, yes and no. Like there's a lot of guys who go like if you look at like like the ones that have gone here in the last few rounds, Edwards, Pena, Wynn, but a lot of those guys are like just straight up accumulators that you wouldn't really want in a 12. I think Edwards is the difference there because he does give you so much speed.
Yep.
But he's also on Miami where it's like he could hit second or first in that lineup and still only score like 50 runs.
Well, if he performs badly, are they shipping him to the minors? Probably not with him.
No, I think he will accumulate.
So yeah, so he's going to have more rope, and he'll probably get a lot of leadoff opportunities. So he can be bad and still get you those steals that you need.
Yeah.
So I'm less worried about Edwards than some other people who are who knows.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, I like Pena, I like Wynn. I just think they're 15 guys.
Pena's solid. I like Pena better than Edwards, but I just needed the stat.
Yeah.
And I took Lane Thomas, so now I went steals 3 in a row.
No worries about Lane Thomas not running when he got to Cleveland? Because I had some fear about that. And I mentioned it to Dave McDonald. I was like, he stole 3 bases after that trade.
But was he hurt? Was that a reason?
There was an injury there. So I mean you could chalk it up to that, but you could also chalk it up to like the Nationals led the majors and stolen bases and Jesse Winker stole 14 bases.
Where do you think Cleveland came in that?
I believe they were like 11th or something like that.
5th highest stolen bases. So I actually think that he was probably concealing an injury, and it's a buying opportunity, to be honest.
Definitely got to watch in spring because stolen bases in spring.
He homered the other day. He looked healthy.
Where's let's see here. Oh, it's my pick. Oh my gosh, I'm on the clock. All right. We're okay.
Are we? You just took Luis Ariz.
I know. And in our projections, he's like insanely high. So.
Oh, I mean, projections are showing, no matter what projection you use, that he's just a big bargain. If people are afraid to take him because he's like a 2-category player at most, but he's so dependable.
We have him
Because, yeah,
literally on the 29th, and I'm like, all right, I'm not going to do that, but I'll take him now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. Luis Ariz only works in a situation like Nick has right now, which is
And that's why
he
he's
has-
going later. And that's why he's
Yeah,
going later
like-
in drafts, because you have to draft him in a certain situation. But
Yeah,
his,
you
his
can-
value is higher. So you're taking
Like-
advantage of it, Nick.
Yeah,
There you
you,
go.
you literally have to draft like 7 or 8 offensive players that load up your other stat categories to make
Right.
Luis Ariz worth
Yes.
worth taking. So
what you're saying is that I get max value.
Yeah. That's
I mean,
definitely-
in some ways, yes. Yes. In this
More-
scenario.
slightly more risk because you're loading up your average in one player, but yeah, you're getting.
Well, he's
the
also
max
got-
value.
I'm not. I got
Quad.
Freeman in here. I got Seager in here. I
That's
got.
true. All right, that's true.
I'm not hurting on that. I got
No.
Quan in here.
No, you're right. And Arias is a guy in an auction who will go a little bit higher and should go higher because you can more
Hey.
flexible on your build.
Now I can
Nick,
go for cheap. Wow, baby.
Nick, are you tracking projections as you go?
I was.
Okay. I'd love to see where your own projections have you in this league right now.
Oh God, I don't.
Because I think using your own projections, you're still probably like a 6th place team.
Okay, well that's a really nice thing.
No offense, I
Really
love you,
sweet
Nick.
and kind of you to say that.
I'm being honest. Like, I think you've
You just
drafted
really-
a
it's
lot
just
of
really
really
nice.
you drafted a lot of really good players, but I don't think you've drafted enough speed on this team, and I don't.
Oh
think
no, I already
you've
told you
drafted-
guys I'm punting.
But you're also punting. You can't double punt and
Don't
win
worry about
the
it.
league.
I got this. I'm not double punting. I'm not.
I mean,
I'm not double
because
punting.
I think you're doing great in a number of categories.
Yeah.
but
I'm just, how about
I'm very worried about this overall construction here.
I know you are. You made that very clear.
Not to say my team is winning this league by any stretch of the imagination, but
Mm-hmm.
Pete Crow Armstrong, a lot of speed.
I wonder if Howard deletes this league after we're done drafting, or if he lets it run out. Because I would like to see how it played out.
Only if he drafts a good team.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see Howard's team. I'm going to look at it real quick.
Robbie Ray in the 15th round is an absolute steal. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
How many stolen bases is he going to get?
Yeah.
I don't
all right.
like Bender's pitching.
Cole. Well, he's got a great combination of Garrett Cole and Michael King, which allows you to do King Cole as your team name.
You know that's the CSW thing, right?
Oh, is it?
I'm sorry, what? Do you
I
not read the
didn't know.
roundup?
I sorry.
Oh my god.
I write my own roundup.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Actually, I usually do read the roundup, and I do know you're referring to, but it's way more fun to make fun of you.
I'm saying it more of just like, man, this explains so much. Ugh.
Let's see. De La Cruz, Harper, Jazz Chisholm. I do not love that team. A lot of batting average problems there, and injury risk. Cole, King, Sasaki, Gallen. Pitching's okay. It's just there's a lot of risk there as well.
Yeah.
It's a very risky. It's a very Howard team. Howard definitely will lean on the riskier side of things.
What would you know about Risk?
I literally wrote an article on it this offseason. That was featured in the FTN draft guide. I need another catcher. Let's see. Is there a catcher?
There's plenty of
There's another-
time for another catcher. You can take him in your last
Yeah.
round.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be taking another catcher right here. What else do I need? I need CI or an MI. I need outfield. Let's take a look at outfield. See what's there.
Oh man, he took Papio. I love that, Cardi.
Yeah, I was going to take Pepiot if you fell to me there.
Pepe was fun.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
took Reynaldo
Ray is
Lopez.
better, but Pepe was fun.
You guys
Put
like
Jared Jones away
Ronaldo?
from me too.
You like Ronaldo Lopez?
Oh, that's the Lopez. Oh, you took Ronaldo. Okay, I thought you took
Not
Jared
Pablo.
Jones. Jared Jones.
Yeah, I would have taken Jared Jones over Lopez.
That's fair.
Xander Bogaerts, I was noodling on him. Good pick.
Yeah, it just felt like a pretty good value there, and I needed an
Yeah,
MI.
yeah.
So
That's what I'm saying with the shortstops. Like you're getting a Xander Bogaerts that round or a Dansby Swanson 14th, 15th. Do you have to really to get the Gunnar Henderson? I think they're just such a clump right here where you can get somebody undervalued.
I think Bogarts is going way too late in this one. Bogart should be going in the 11th, 12th round here.
He's been going this way. His in 12 team drafts, his 152 of ADP. So he actually went really late in this draft.
Yeah, he was too good of a value here.
Yeah. Well, that's also the thing about ADP, that it's just the average, right? Some people go way later than you think.
And as I always say, remember that ADP weighs the team that's going to finish first and the team that's going to finish 15th equally.
And
so
it's
ADP,
the max. And
yeah,
it's the max of people in the draft. Yeah.
ADP is fairly worthless. No, I don't want to say it's worthless, but it's very overrated.
Yeah.
If Justin's,
you're overrated.
Let's go. I am overrated. I'm extremely overrated. But I'm on the rating scale, so that's good. If Justin's last couple picks were better, I'd love his draft, but I'm so burnt out on Paredes. That park is built for Paredes. Like it is like his home run in Houston last year would have been 26. It's gonna be a really nice year for Paredes because you just pull into those Crawford.
Gonna be.
And if they do move him over to second because they bring in Arenado, then you get that second base, first base, third base eligibility. He's gonna be even more fun.
So I would have taken Rodon personally, Ariel over Lopez.
Calls for Don?
Yeah.
I'm worried about Lopez.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, a lot
What
more.
are you worried about with Rodon? What was that?
No, I'm worried about Lopez.
Oh, Lopez. Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Again, another guy who elbow issues last year.
Yeah.
Good team. Yeah. Maybe Rodon was the better pick.
I mean, it's more that the win potential is so good, and you get a good strikeout, good win floor. The ratios kind of we're waiting to see the changeup will be more legitimate, but
yeah, no, I that's fair point. Fair point.
you're so close, Justin.
Am I?
Just didn't get Paredes.
Oh yeah, you know what? That one pick really got me there.
You were right. You were right there.
You know what? Oh man, I'm really just gonna bury the pool right here. I think, unless someone stands out to me as someone I want to just completely go for here.
Man, there's so many great pitchers left, and I'm like, don't.
And that's the hard part. Yeah.
I mean, I love. Oh man, Joe Ryan, Justin Steele, Tanner Bybee, Sandy Alcantara, Robbie Wright is like those guys are all.
I was gonna pick Sanchez next. Good job.
Now Christopher Sanchez.
Yeah, my next
one.
I thought about drowning the pool in closers, but
drag the pool.
I love Sanchez as my number 5 or 6. Like that to me feels really fun.
Yeah. I was hoping, but yeah.
Oh, he's my 4.
Well, at 4.
That's all right. That's still fine. I like that. I forgot how few starters I've drafted. So I've drafted so many effing relievers.
Whoa, hey, language.
I mean, this is Justin Mason.
PG-13.
I will not associate with vulgarity.
I mean, I haven't sworn yet, but
I know. So yeah,
but it hasn't been like by design.
I was gonna take Eflin next. Look at that. I got double swap.
Yeah, you're fine. You don't want Eflin.
You don't want Eflin, right? I knew you were gonna say
I want Eflin. I love Eflin.
I was gonna say that.
I knew you were gonna say
Guys, it's a 12-teamer. You don't want Eflin. Don't draft Toby's. Don't look at the projection. We're past the point of caring about the projection.
Mm,
We're never past the point.
12-teamer, yes. Believe in the burn churn at this point for
Are you past the projection because your team is projected 6th?
Oh my god.
all right,
Is that
I'm
what- is
going
that-
with a very speedy middle. So I got Garcia.
Also,
Edwards, and
You
Jimenez.
shouldn't. Everybody listening right now should not be listening to me when it comes to hitters or whatever. They should only be. All that matters is my pitcher assessment. And I'm telling you right now, what to do with your pitchers. It's not Eflin.
Don't draft him.
Eflin isn't the one. I mean, Eflin's fine later on, but now it's just like, you don't even do that.
Bednar.
I'm glad you didn't. You know.
All right. Well, I took.
Oh, is it on me?
Jimenez.
Sweets.
Bednar.
I got one, baby.
See,
Trevor Mayo. There you go.
that's who I almost drafted.
Yeah, but you didn't, because I
I
did.
didn't. Yeah, you're
And
right.
his
I
brother
took-
might start for the Mets now.
It's kind of funny. They're like, it's gonna be Canning and Blackburn.
Oh, boy.
you might start for the Mets, Ariel. I just
Well, they gave me a phone call. I was like, please.
You never
I'm not
you
that
never
straight.
know. You never know.
they've been out scouting your slow pitch softball. I mean, the Mets are
Telling
getting
ya.
Stroman.
You never know. Mets are not getting Stroman. Well, where's Kyle Gibson going, by the way? What's up with him?
I don't know.
He's
What
mowing
about,
lawns right now. Jose Quintana seems like a perfect reunion kind of guy. Like I'm surprised he has not been brought back in.
And Jose Iglesias too for the Mets. Nick Madrigal is now out for like half the year.
Well, they got Luis Angel Acuna, so
Yeah, I figure that the Mets might put him in the minors to start the year just to get
let
him
him
some
get
regular
full.
bats.
Yeah, makes
And
sense.
then next thing up, then put Nick Neal underperforms or gets hurt, and there he goes right up. Spencer Arrighetti, by the way, comes up really as a bad value in my projections. Do you
Well,
disagree?
yeah, because it's also including this first half.
It's including a lot of things, but are you're good with where he's going right here?
Well, look, what did I say about pitchers right now?
Oh, you say that we should throw away projections.
Throw away projections, okay. So throw them away. And Anderson Arrighetti is a perfect example of a guy you can make a quick decision on in April. Is this a guy that is locked in with his control now? Because he showed it last year. Curve roll got a lot better. More confidence inside the zone with all of his pitches. He has 4, not 5, that he likes.
Yeah.
And that to me, on a winning Houston club, is just exceptional with multiple.
And it's late enough in the draft that you're in round 16, 17 that,
It's-
you know.
Once you get your 4, if not your 5, I got my 5, then I'm like, I know I'm not dropping any of these 5 pitchers in a 12-teamer. Like, you're missing out if you draft your team and think you're only going to use one roster spot to swap out pitchers. You're
Yeah.
just missing value on the wire.
I'm more used to maybe the 15-team mindset. The 15-team mindset, I would caution a little bit more. But in a 12-team, certainly a 10-team, then yeah, Arrighetti is a good spot right now.
Wait, Chad, McGill won't close all year? Why not? Why
What
won't he
was what was the mysterious illness he was dealing with? I didn't see any updates.
Wait, Chad, why is he not closing all year? No.
I think he will be as long as he's healthy.
Who would be the other one that would close?
Well, McGill had he didn't start spring because he had some sort of undisclosed illness.
Oh, God.
Okay. Are you the guy who asked me in my chat if this guy was going to be closing by the end of the year?
Oh, it's on me.
He won't be.
Sweet. Do I take Romano or Hodge, guys?
Well, Hodge isn't the closer, so I wouldn't do that because remember
Who
they
is the
traded, for
closer
Ryan,
for the Cubs?
they traded for Ryan Presley.
Presley, probably
Oh, yeah.
Presley.
But it's going to be Jordan Romano for the Phillies then.
If he's healthy, then it
be
should be
as long as
Romano.
he's healthy. Yeah, it's just will
If he's
the
healthy,
back
yeah.
and the elbow hold up? So
Beautiful.
Who's the backup in Philly, you guys think? Is it Kirkring?
I think it should be Kirkring, but it's probably Alvarado.
Okay.
I mean,
It's not
I think
Stram, right? Stram's going to be the high leverage.
Yeah, I think if Kirkland becomes the guy, then he's a
Strong.
top 5
That's
closer
strong.
in
Right.
baseball. But
That's
I
strong.
think Alvarado would be the dude.
Oh yeah, Profar was the guy that actually I was told to get,
Profar was a good pick right there. Actually.
and for stolen bases too, a little bit, just a little extra.
I'm
Little
gonna
help.
try this closer. What do you guys think about Justin Martinez?
I think that's gonna
You
be
just made up a name.
you'd like Justin Martinez, but no, I think that's gonna be kind of a fluid situation. Kind of
Okay.
staying away from it. And they said like if they had to give it to a guy right now, it was gonna be Puck.
Okay.
So, but I think that's one of those situations that I don't want to be, because I feel like if you draft one, you need to go draft the other. It's kind of like the Boston situation with Hendricks and Chapman. Like I was in a situation on Saturday and in the Barf League draft where I had to take Hendricks and then I had to handcuff Chapman. And then you're like
Okay.
dealing with 2 roster spots.
Understood.
That sounds tough. I mean, it could be a case though that you make the decision before the season starts, though.
You would hope, right? How
Yeah,
fluid do I think
could be.
KC's situation is? I think KC's
Did you say
much
Clark
more.
Schmidt?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
Do you not like that pick, or are you upset
I've
about
said
that
it. I
pick?
just said it's fine. I just wanted to get you riled up.
Oh no, I never end up with Clark Schmidt, so I thought a 12 would be a fun one to.
I mean, that's a fine thing.
No.
He's again. I think Yankee starters get undervalued for some reason. Like Schmidt gets wins. You're gonna go a lot and get wins, and you're not a bad pitcher.
How fluid do I think KC is? I think it is probably much more fluid than recent ADP suggests. A lot of people are pushing up Carlos Estevez because he got the contract and the dude, but he has been an uneven reliever over the course of the last few seasons. And Lucas Urseg was absolutely unreal last year. Now, Kansas City may decide that they want to go with Urseg as more of a high leverage guy and kind of bring him into spots. But I think that is much more of a 50-50, 60-40 kind of split. And the 60-40 could go either way. So give me the guy who's going last in drafts.
Nick Bunting saves stolen bases and power.
And power, it's a bold strategy.
Hard to do that with my first 7 picks, but
that's I don't think you're punting power, but I definitely think you're punting.
Not to mention the draft isn't over.
Yeah. But I mean, the thing about stolen bases is they can be gotten late, right? Like there are lots of, there's the Jacob Young types that you can get late to kind of make up those stolen base differences.
Guys, we all know this. If you're able to put together a rotation without taking a starter in the first 7 rounds, you've won your league.
Oh, okay. Well, that means we have 3 winners since 3 teams did that.
No. If you're able to put together a quality rotation, the best rotation in the league.
Well, you definitely didn't put together the best rotation in the league. That is highly debatable.
Matt R, can the hotel pitchers check out anytime they like, but they can never leave? That's exactly right. So that's why you gotta make sure the hotel pitchers that you take are the ones from California.
Appreciate everybody following along. Make sure you're subscribing so that way I can get to 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube and actually monetize it. Thank you. It's back to me. I don't know. You know what? I need a little bit more power, I think, on this team, and Tyler O'Neill has power. And on the 12 team, he's easily replaced when he eventually gets hurt.
I just went on Baseball HQ Radio and said he was one of my banes.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
Yeah,
but in a 12, he's easily replaced, so I'm okay with that.
Sure. Yeah, 18th round. Yeah,
18th round. I'm not.
Oh, Tyler, that's a great note. Who cares? It's the 18th round.
18th round of a mock draft.
It's a mock draft.
The Cubs have traded outfielder. Someone that just disappeared. Just got a Jeff Passan note.
Wait, what happened?
Kyle Tucker.
Cubs have traded Alexander Canario to the Mets for cash considerations.
Yeah, he's DFA'd.
They got cash considerations? Wow, that guy's been traded a lot.
Oh boy. Oh, you went there, Ariel. Oh, Ariel, you went. Yeah, you just had to go there. Caminero. I mean, Nick, you can make a rotation without drafting a starter, just working fab. That is your superpower. I don't totally believe that. But and first of all, I appreciate that you think I can. That's really nice of you. What I do think though is you have to, like, especially this year. I mean, man, I got Robbie Ray in the 15th round. This is dumb, And in the same round, it goes Jared Jones and Carlos Rodon. Like, you can find these pretty good. Like, you're not going to see massive differences between a lot of the guys that are in these rounds and the ones up high. And you just have to put yourself in a scenario that you are able to make a pick on the clock. Oh my god. Oh no, I don't know what to do. Okay.
When in doubt, take a picture.
Name a pitcher. Okay, I can take a picture. All right, you know what? Yeah, I'm probably gonna take that guy. Unless there's no. I gotta do this. No. I think I'm gonna do him. I'm gonna take a reliever, and it's going to be Camilo Doval. Is he closing?
Nope.
Maybe.
Oh
Nope.
god.
Probably
It's
not
Ryan-
at first.
Ryan
All right,
Walker.
fine. I'll just take this guy and call it a day.
Well, you're the Giants guy, right? You don't see Duvall getting any chances ever?
Not unless something happens. If something happens to Walker, but
Okay.
I mean,
I gotta actually
get it.
figure out who I want to pick next. Stop talking, you guys.
There you go. Gavin Williams. There's another guy whose arm's gonna blow up.
Oh my god, it's like, do you know how you win leagues?
Yeah, I do it all the time.
No, I said leagues.
Yeah, I do it all the time.
Won a few.
Oh man, you don't want to leave your draft. Someone wise told me this. You don't want to leave your draft with $260 with that value.
No, you want to leave your draft with a lot more than that.
Yeah, and if you say that, oh yeah, this guy's a low ADP because of X, Y, and Z. Well, you realize that, like, I'm at the point that I could draft Gavin Williams if his arm falls off. I can just drop him. Goodbye.
Yeah, no, I mean, at this point in the draft, we're talking about guys that almost everybody is going to be dropping at some point.
So,
there you go. Yeah.
So when I'm drafting in my own tool, by the way, for guys at the top, I'm drafting them at a different percentile of outcomes.
Yes.
For a guy at the bottom, I'm drafting at the 80th percentile. It's
Right.
But leagues are not won, and I think Ariel can attest to this. Leagues are not won by just added value. You want added value, right? But they're won with roster construction. That is how you win leagues.
Yeah.
Why are you Victor Robles? League winner, baby. There's just stolen bases, huh?
Okay. Yeah. Ryan Jeffers. Oof.
Yeah, at this point, it's just wait till the end for your catcher.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing also.
By the way, I've completely stopped updating my draft thing.
Was it too depressing?
Well, I was just getting too far behind.
You're very far behind.
Not in the rankings. Unbelievable. Also, I mean, I do find this entertaining. Among all the people in the industry, I think it's really fun for me to sit here and say, yeah, guys, I am not the one. I do have trophies, but I'm not trying to profess to say I'm the greatest fantasy baseball player here, because I am not.
True.
These guys, they spend way more time actually doing their fab every Sunday and all those things. But the thing that I do well is I'm able to tell you the right pitcher to pick up. And that's all I have to do.
So tell me, who is the right pitcher to pick up right here?
Right now, honestly, it's probably Yu Darvish.
Nick, are you better at drafting pitchers or at picking up pitchers in the middle of the league?
That's a great question. I would say picking up in season, but because it's more of a mystery box now than it is in season.
So the way that you drafted here, you didn't take any pitchers way up top, and you took them all boom, boom, boom. I would think that if you were better at in season, shouldn't you do more stars and scrubs and go up top way more?
No, because I am far worse at picking up hitters in season. So if I got to think about myself of being like, all right, where do I think I'm going to improve the most in season? It's going to be in my pitching staff. So I have to then invest the most I can into getting hitters that I don't need to replace.
Well, that just says that you should have a big slump of hitters in the middle. But I think at the very top, you should probably add one extra pitcher if you're going to use a rotating in.
Well, I mean, okay, so to be fair, where I'm drafting the guys, though, I don't feel like I'm getting scrubs. Or I don't feel like I'm getting bad quality pitchers where I'm getting them. Like, I think like the guys that you can get in rounds 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, whatever, are like equivalent to like 4th, 5th, 6th round pitchers and stuff, right? Like, I feel that way a lot this year. I think it's just because of the number of them that so many of these guys that are going in these rounds are just pushed down further.
Okay, so you're basically getting guys who you think are worth 3 rounds higher, but you're getting lower. So
absolutely.
there's no point in you jumping up and getting the Skubal
and the gap between Skubal and Justin Steele to me is not nearly the size as like Matt McClain and Kyle Tucker. You know?
No. Yeah.
It's not even close. You know, so that's the way that I see this. And because I focus on the hitters, then I don't need to go play that wire game with the hitters as much.
Okay.
And then I have pitchers that I like, but it's only like 4 or 5 that I really need. Because then the rest of them, I'm just playing the game of the flyer game and early decisions in the beginning of the year. It's like, great, I don't like this guy. Best example I have is last year I had AJ Puck on my team. Everyone's like, oh, AJ Puck was bad. I'm like, good. I dropped him after his first start. And then I picked up Tanner Houck. You know, and then there's another league I did the same thing with DL Hall. I saw that it was worse, and I picked up Jack Flaherty.
Right. Like,
so you're getting the kind of situation you have to put yourself in.
So you got pitchers in the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th round. So that's the equivalent of like a 9, 10, 11, and $12 players or so. So I guess if you're thinking about overall spend, I guess that's sort of where you want to be. I would think that you'd want one more a little bit higher, just so you can get that actual value and have one more flex spot.
Here's the thing, though. Are you telling me that Joe Ryan and Justin Steele and Tanner Bybee are going to go for $9 at drafts?
No, a little bit higher, like 12, 13.
They're going to be like $15 pitchers. Those guys
in 12 team leagues.
Yes,
closer like 12, 13.
Cool. I'm in. I hope they're going to talent against you.
See you in Doubtworth.
Yeah. I mean, that's my point. Is like I think there are.
You're not in labor this year, right, Nick?
What's that?
No.
Wait, what?
No, he's not in labor. It's you and me.
You're not in labor this year, right?
Nick is in Doubtworth with me.
The labor.
I'm out on labor, guys. I signed off on it because, again, it was a case of like, right, I'm not trying to be the greatest fantasy baseball player with all the trophies.
I actually thought it was because Steve Gardner came on a podcast of yours and used profanity.
Yeah, I could see that.
Just kidding.
Steve Gardner, you know, he's just what a
swears up a storm. That's Steve Gardner,
that man.
Just kidding.
Oh my gosh. I know the problem with all this is that Nick forgot to take Strider. I know, Chad. I was using our fantasy draft assistant. I totally just we're in the first mock. This is why we do mocks. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Justin,
so Strider is like the perfect example of like, here's someone that is not only going to be from, let's just say June 1st on, like top 5 pitcher, great. It's as if it's a waiver wire ad, but then also gives me an extra roster spot at the most important time of the year.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it's so fun.
Hey, Justin, I took AJ Puck to get my handcuff for Justin Martinez. Is that do you think I drafted him late enough for it to be worth it?
Yeah, I think that's totally fine.
Okay.
I think that's exactly what you should do. If you're gonna if you're gonna dip into one of those bad situations, and hopefully it's settled by the end of spring, and you can drop whichever guy doesn't have the role.
Yeah, and it's late
Right.
enough. I think 17th round and 20th round. I think it's decent to take the Arizona stab.
Yeah, and I think Arizona's gonna be really good this year. So I think that's a great choice. I
Yeah.
do think that like the upside on both those guys are definitely warranted. You know, taking both and hoping one kind of establishes
Right,
himself before
correct.
the start of the season.
Correct.
Oh, AJ Puck, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, so I got
You're right. Again,
Mart-
this is exactly the thing, right? You'll make a
Right.
decision.
and I have Martinez. So
Yeah,
I got
right.
handcuffs.
So you
Yeah.
handcuffed it, great. I know it's 2 draft picks for 1, but the thing is, like, 20th round,
It's
you're
$2.
gonna drop this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like, you gotta. It's the thing I feel like I have to say every year in draft season is just, guys, for evaluating things like, well, he's just gonna be really good for me. You're looking at this projection number and saying,
Yeah.
this is what I get for the year.
So would you pay $5 for the closer of the Arizona Diamondbacks? I would, and together those two are $5. It's two
Yeah.
options,
Yeah, there you go.
$5.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
Jackson Job. No.
I almost took Joe Blast around instead of Springs.
I mean, there are still some very good players.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, like, I'm fine with
This is
that.
the beauty of
you
it.
didn't take Darvish.
I didn't take
You took,
Darvish.
you took Eovaldi?
No, I didn't take Eovaldi.
You took Springs?
I took Springs. Yeah,
But Darvish is there.
I love Springs. So
Okay, well, he sucks as a human. But
does he?
yes.
Oh, I didn't know this.
He was the one about the rainbow badge at the Rays. It was him.
Oh no!
Yeah. What are you doing?
Nick doesn't like Jackson Job anymore. Sad.
Doesn't like Job anymore. It's weird that he only had 6 feet of extension, guys. You know, it's a little weird. All right. Assuming that our projections aren't just completely helping me blank on someone. No, I gotta take another hitter. There are too many good pitchers. That means I have to go hitter. I'm just gonna go to a guy that I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. That's a fun name. No. All right, I'm gonna just do something stupid, like really stupid.
Really stupid. Jesus Sanchez definitely got stupid.
Good.
That's totally fine right there.
Sugano? No. Sugano? Do you want to like watch paint dry?
Ah. Damn it. All right. Well,
It's funny. I have no idea who my hitter sleepers are or anything. Like, I literally just have no. I've not done this yet. I just got done finishing my top 400 starters. Okay, guys.
Well, I'm gonna give you a name to highlight right now with my next pick. So that way, for your future drafts, you'll know that.
To ignore it. Gotcha.
Yeah. That you always want to draft.
Oh
the guy.
man, I see Sugano and Jose Barrios going, and Drew Rasmussen's a phenomenal pick. That's one of the best quick decision guys you'll find.
We talked about it on live on air. I actually got Rasmussen in my draft there. Just great ratios and
go.
great value. Hope he pitches a
Colt
lot.
Keith, baby.
Oh yeah, I saw
Hopefully
that. I was like, no.
Good value. And he'll be second first base eligible too.
Yeah, exactly. Love me some Colt.
Yeah, I don't know any of those right now.
Good for best ball leagues.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a best ball league? No, you're not drafting for a best ball league.
Well,
No, I'm
saying-
drafting to win.
What?
What?
But that conflicts what you're doing.
What's happening? Oh, someone already drafted him. Oh, God.
Zardo.
You know this is a smart room when we're what pick are we at now?
22.
We just finished round 21. So what I don't even know what that is off the top of my head. 12 times 21. We're at pick 252. now 255. And Tyler Fitzgerald just went off the board. Way to just push him way down your board, people. There's a terrible baseball player that had a really, really good hot 3 weeks. There's no reason people should be drafting Tyler Fitzgerald.
Okay.
I mean, there is, because you can just take an upside flyer and it doesn't matter. Just saying, it could work. And if it doesn't, you just get rid of him. It's okay. You can justify like anything right now, save for like someone that literally doesn't.
This is a top tier comment right here. Luzar's numbers for XQC.
Oh my god!
Him and Joel Zumaye, just like, you know. Oh, there goes Darvish.
Too late.
Yeah, it's actually
too late.
Darvish. All right, so now we're. Oh no, there's 6 bench spots.
Man, I've got a good list of dudes that should be drafted, and they're just not yet. I mean, I don't mind sharing them with you guys.
Yeah, I won't take any.
Let me just go over it one more time. I'm making my quick queue of the ones that I would go for now. That we are just really going for quick decision or stash guys. At the end of this draft.
Wait, don't say a name, because I'm looking for a guy and I want to see if he would have been on your list.
I mean, there's one I'm going to take in my next pick because it's just like, oh my gosh.
Warning bell there.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. Was Nick Lodolo on your list?
No. But I mean, that's not a bad one.
I just figure you're going to know really
fast. I just feel like you're not going to be able to know with him.
I think you'll know if he's
talented. You won't have a good understanding of what he's doing, because even if he performs great in one game, like, what about the next one?
I mean, that's a lot of these pitchers at this rate.
It's kind of. All right, so here's the list right now.
Okay.
And you just took Lodolo, I see. Okay. Yeah. Clay Holmes went cool. So there's Dustin May, who's my number 1.
Mm-hmm.
There's the real estate broker, because
the
real estate broker.
I don't know who that is.
Well, what does a real estate broker do?
Sells property.
Yeah, but what kind?
Homes.
Yeah.
Clay.
So you can say give them, right?
Give them homes.
Yeah, they grant homes.
Grant homes.
Jesus. I've removed Nick from the stream. That is just
okay. First of all, the fact that you don't know that one already is on you, because that's been everywhere.
That is terrible.
That is amazing. God. And I don't know what. Also, you know the Adobe, right?
The Adobe. No, I don't know this one.
Brandon Pfaadt.
No.
No PDF.
What is an O? What is? That's funny, but what is a D? But I like it.
I had to think fast on that, Nick.
That was actually really
what is an Adobe?
It is a PDF. I don't know. It's
no, an Adobe, an actual physical thing.
Is that what you clean your things, your kitchen stuff with?
Guys, an Adobe is a clay home.
Oh Jesus.
These are brilliant. And you're just jealous that you can't think like this. And what you do when you have things that you're unable to doing, you just get upset and you just go, Wah! And you push
everyone. Award-winning writer and podcaster Nick Pollock, everyone.
Yeah, that's me, guys. Oh man.
Oh my God, that's
Oh
Jesus.
Pretty good. So anyway, continuing on with this, Lucas Giolito, Brandon Woodruff, Yuri Perez, and Sawyer Gipson-Long, Hayden Wesneski, Hayden Birdsong, Kumar Rocker, Bubba Chandler, and Edward Cabrera. These are all the ones that either you have Perez and Gipson-Long on the IL slot, and that's cool, and when they come back, you're going to be happy. You'll know quickly with Brandon Woodruff or Lucas Giolito, essentially. Like, Lucas Giolito is going to look like Lucas Giolito. It's going to be great. And Hayden Wesneski will know quickly if he's done something new with the Astros or not. But I love the situation he's in, so we're going to go for that. Hayden Birdsong, if he's able to get enough control. He had 0 walks in his first game. I don't know. I got no data or TV, but he had 0 walks. Kumar
Wait,
Rocker,
wait.
he actually has a rotation spot. I think he's
Who-
excellent.
Who is who had 0 walks?
Birdsong, your boy.
Oh, he's not making the rotation though.
Well, who knows? Honestly, there's Hicks in there who's like, they were like, he's the rotation. He's not a rotation.
They're paying him 15 million a year or 11 million a year.
I understand. You can put him in relief if they want to do that. They did it last year. Eric Cabrera also is someone that if he throws a slider for strikes, all of a sudden finally has the strike pitch that he needs so badly.
Yeah.
It's a lot closer than everyone thinks he is. That's the list right now of like the ones that I am seeing that are like, hey, take a chance on this right out of the gate and it'll be worth your time. Ben Joyce, sure. Okay. Let's see. What catchers are available now? Let's go with this guy. Is he available? He is. All right. Let's go, Alejandro Kirk. Oh, come on down.
See, I see what you're saying about a lot of those guys, and there are a few interesting names on that list to me. I think the issue with those guys is it while you are correct to say that these are guys that you can make quick decisions on, which is totally fine.
Yeah.
These are better theory picks. They're not actually in practice very good picks.
What does that mean?
Because you're wasting capital in the draft by taking guys you know you're going to drop.
Oh,
when
see for timeout. Okay, you're wasting capital. This is $1. This is $1 pick. Who tell me the guy that you're going to get instead that is going to give you legitimate value that you're not going to drop through the year at these picks.
I think you have a better shot of gaining more capital from a guy like Liam Hendricks as opposed to one of those pitchers.
Okay, so I'm not talking about the other positions that you might want to go for, like Liam Hendricks.
Well,
take a shot at a closer.
That's not a different position. They're both pitchers.
Okay, so I'm talking if you're going for a starting pitcher. Let's be a little bit more clear, I guess, in that way. Sure, Liam Hendricks. That makes all sense to me. It's the same kind of vein. Right? Is he going to close? Is he going to get it? No. Quick decision, move on. Right? That's what you're saying with Liam Hendricks.
But I think a lot of those guys, especially like the injury ones, like I can't remember all the guys on your list, but like Giolito or Dustin May is really good examples of guys that like you say, oh, you can throw them on your IL. Like that is setting yourself up for future failure when you have other IL guys.
Yes, right. Absolutely. Absolutely. What you do is you say this is a free one. I would only take Yuri Perez or Gibson Long with like literally like the last pick of my draft. And what you do is say, great, situation. The second I need it, I drop it. Right.
Unless you have unlimited IL like you do in like Tout Wars and Labor, which no league has, right? Like you're playing 10.
The idea that you always have to fill the 3 IL spots that are the default in standard leagues, that you always fill that is wrong.
What do you mean it's wrong?
That is, you don't always fill it by the middle of May.
You pretty often do fill those.
You don't always. And also, if you do, then you drop the thing. This is your last pick. I think you're putting way too much weight of the capital of your last pick of a draft. I would suggest everybody watching right now to look back at your previous drafts and just even after like the 14th, 15th round, see how many of those guys actually stuck on your team.
No, for sure. I mean, and I've done research on this. Most winning teams have 17 out of 30 players remaining from the original draft on average. So you're dropping the last 13 picks. Yeah. Absolutely. The problem is you're having to put yourself to make those decisions prior, and drafting guys who you are pretty sure are going to hit the IL or start the year on the IL sets you up at a disadvantage to teams that don't have that.
That doesn't align with what you were saying, because you put a guy that's an IL stash. It's a free IL stash. After the draft, you pick something else up. There are so many things that you could fill with your last 2 rounds of a draft that it's just kind of like, all right, I'll take this chance and see if this one works out. If it doesn't, great, who cares? Because you're going to go and draft or pick up something else of equivalent value with that last round pick on the wire and like right after the draft or whatever it is. I think you're thinking about 15 weekly fab stuff, and that's a little different, of course. Not the language I'm speaking right now.
But even in like
there
a
are
12,
going to be so many guys in your 12 teamers that are of value out of the gate that are not going to be drafted. So many.
then why not draft those guys?
Because I could draft them and then not have someone on my IL, or I can have someone on my IL and also that guy.
But you're talking about these guys in a vacuum, like you don't have 11 other people in your league who are going to be going for those guys.
I'm talking about guys
on
that
the
go
wire.
ADP after 276.
I understand what you're saying.
So, I mean, yeah, they could.
But this is the like I can get saves off of the wire. You're acting as if there aren't.
No, I'm not saying I can get
teams.
saves off the.
No, I'm making an equivalent. I'm making an analogy.
I know
that
you
argument.
are, but like I'm not just saying this. I'm not making this up. I'm literally taking the data and showing the players all that I would be taking in the short term, and then also showing the data of previous years of the dozens of guys that we pick up off the wire who weren't drafted, and then those are massive guys that you hold on for the entire year, and you have to put yourself in that situation of actually being able to get those guys that are going to be higher value than the whatever $2 values of the $1 value in your last round. That's what you should be setting yourself up for. That's my whole thing here. And I have no idea what I'm taking now.
I think it really depends on the way that you play in your construction. I mean, I tend to pick guys who are low risk, who are going to stay around. So, you mentioned 17 out of 30. From when I'm playing the 12-team leagues, I'm actually keeping a much higher percentage than that, Justin. So, it depends on the type of drafter you are, to whether that strategy works at the bottom or not.
Oh God, who should I take, guys? Oh, Parker Meadows?
Yeah, Parker Meadows is a great pick right here.
Yeah. He's available?
Is he already taken? Yeah. No!
Oh, yeah.
Because I was looking for him. I didn't see him.
Dang it.
He was a great pick right here because he went like 4 rounds ago.
Yeah, would have been
actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rounds ago. Would have been
Jesus,
fantastic.
I just stopped updating my thing. Oh man. Actually, I just saw Jordan Walker. Oh, that's an interesting one. Bam, gets taken. I'm like, oh gosh.
See, I totally understand what you're saying, Nick. I think that in practice, this theory doesn't actually work as well as you might think or say.
I mean,
I think
that's fine for you to believe that. I would say try it yourself in a 12-teamer, because that's I know I talk about myself not being like the labor champion or the 15-team guy, but like I win 12-teamers all the time doing this. This is like the one. I mean, so that's my 12-teamer. That's what works for me well. And this is I'm going back to the whole conversation with Ariel about how I structure and draft in those kinds of leagues. It's because it's to really emphasize that point of like, you don't want to be stuck with someone you don't know what to do with.
Right.
You want to be going for guys that you make decisions on, and really, really embracing that the 12-team wire is a wonderful, plentiful place. And we should be drafting with that in mind, instead of being a little bit more conservative and saying, I'm going to get my $2 value instead of the $1 here. I'm
not saying that you should be drafting $2 or $1 guys at this point in the draft. What I'm saying is adding on to the risk profile by drafting guys who are already hurt.
Oh gosh, is it me again? No. Oh, it is me. Oh gosh,
it is you.
What are you doing to me?
10 seconds. I'm getting in your head.
Altman looks great.
Oh God, that was a terrible pick.
You're a terrible pick.
He's not even going to start the year in the majors.
Well, good.
Oh, you'll have plenty of room on the waiver wire to go pick someone else.
Right. Oh my God. Oh Lord, I'm a believer in Alman. He's gonna have an amazing spring.
What's his first name?
James.
Okay, good. I just didn't know if you know hitters.
I literally ran on the clock. What are you making me do now? Making me embarrassed for this stupid thing. Look, I mean, what you're saying about the IL thing, I think there's some sort of miscommunication going on because it's very simple, and I think we're on the same page. The second you need that IL spot, and it's like April, yeah, you get rid of the guy and put him back on the wire. You don't make that a stash of a prospect, 100%. I even say that in my rankings, like, guys, you have to do this and be disciplined to do that if it were to come at that
I
point.
mean, you
right?
can also, though, with your reserve picks, you can also draft guys who are just going to get a lot of playing time. I found that if you draft playing time, even at the reserve, even if they're not the biggest upside, there's just so many injuries present that those
Mhm.
guys actually are going to matter more than you think. That's how I draft.
I
Well,
think
right. Okay.
too-
So there's a conversation we had about that, right? Because those reserve guys in your 12 teamer do not get drafted. They just don't, right? Because why would anyone have that in your 12 teamer? There are just too many other good guys inside the top 300 picks, right? So that's even a point right there saying, like, well, there's value in reserve. And great, that's value in the waiver wire when you need that, right? Like, I think the disconnect here is understanding the value of the waiver wire. That there is a lot to gain from that in your 12 teamer. That isn't like your weekly fab. That isn't your 15 teamer depth. Like, there is so much. And if you understand that from the draft perspective, then you can take that risk where it's not real risk. Risk would be more so of doing this stuff in the first like 10, 12 rounds instead of doing it in the 20th round. The value of the 20th round pick is not nearly as high as I think it's being made out to
So
be.
you're saying that with your 20th round pick, you should be picking guys that probably won't get a chance because they're injured, but maybe later
No.
and hold them. And
No,
No,
I'm saying guys that are getting their chance right away and that have a good way, like a believable way of breaking right, but they're lower in the draft because people think maybe there's some risk of their performance. They might eventually get hurt, which doesn't matter if it's your 20th round pick. And you're literally trying to find the guy that could break right and be an impact high upside play and one that you'll be able to make a decision on early.
yeah,
Dustin May, for example, is my perfect example of this.
yeah,
Of like,
yeah.
just look, Dustin May makes that rotation out of the gate. Like, we know the skill set should be really good. He just hasn't had time to do it, and we'll
I
know
tend to
early
agree
on
with
if
that.
that's
I
looking
tend to
good or
agree
bad.
with that because
I-
because you're getting a guy who's playing right now. It's like saying, should I take a closer who I don't know if he's going to last, but he's a closer right now, right? Yeah, you're getting the guy now. If it's
Right.
low enough a pick value wise that if it doesn't work out now, fine, you can go right on to the waiver wire and but try it. But at least you're getting the guy with the shot.
Yeah, exactly. Right. That's and actually even sometimes I even go, hey, I want a starting pitcher who's going in the first 3 starts of the year. Because what you can do is actually this really tricky thing of you get that first initial start and you see if that's good or not. And you can actually then pick up someone who hasn't even started yet.
Right.
And before the value has changed of that one, right? Which is exactly what happened with the Flaherty and Houck thing I was talking about. They were the SP4s and 5s.
Right.
And I dropped guys that went the first 3 starts of the year, right? And you'd be like,
Yep.
no, that never happens. You never get those guys. You do. I think right now, has Waka been drafted? He just got drafted in the 26th round of this, which means he's not drafted in your standard 12s, right? And Waka's the 3rd guy, I think, going for the Royals that opening weekend, right? So you could theoretically even do that to see if he's got his command going, if it's actually like in season Waka or not. And then you don't like this, you move on. You can actually then go take his teammate, Chris Bubich, who I really like too, as a good upside play because he's coming back to the rotation as hopefully has the velocity back and is much better changeup. So, and you can literally not even lose any value from not taking Bubich because he didn't even start yet. You know?
Yep. No, I agree. Actually, I think that that's the right place to take that. That and the opportunity cost is low. So,
right.
I do agree. You should be looking at some of these final spots for like early streams, right? Like I totally agree. Like, I love that kind of walk up mentality. I did it with Daniel Hudson. Was it last year when he got the save in Japan, right? And we had the
sure.
in NFBC, right? Like, I was like, I blew a 22nd round pick on the dude because I got a free save. I dropped him and went and grabbed someone else for the next week. I don't have a problem with that. I do think that there are many league contexts where that kind of strategy doesn't work as well.
That's totally
Um,
fine. Would you say one of those league contexts are your standard 12-teamer?
Some standard 12-teamers. I think more competitive 12-teamers. I think it's much more difficult to pull off this strategy when you're playing with a bunch of people who are really, really involved. I think it's much easier to do it against a public league or a home league.
That's I can understand that completely. I would believe that I'm in the perfect example of one of those leagues in the Premier Pitcherless Staff League, which is 6 leagues of relegation, and I do that successfully there. So I get what you're saying, but I think it's still very much doable. I think it's easily the way to go. There's just so much value on the wire. It's just there. Just gotta seize it. Just gotta take it. I gotta figure out who the heck I'm taking right now. Oh, these guys are bad. These guys are bad. These guys are bad. These guys are bad. I can't believe Wander Franco is still inside of this.
Yeah, that tripped me out.
Well, I thought, cool guys. We can probably just remove him, right? Yeah, we can just remove him.
You would think they could.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I hate all of these guys. All right, so fine. Give me Giolito. I don't care. Good old Mock. They're like no hitters I know anything about anymore. like know nothing. All right, so Chad, I saw your message about Reese Olson. Reese Olson's interesting because it's not a good. He has to go against the Dodgers, I believe, in the first start, and that's not fun. One thing I really emphasize a lot is, especially with your later round ones, you don't want a guy that you don't want to start his first start, because if you have a roster spot that's just dead for 10 days to start the year, oh boy, that is really difficult for a later round pick. And the fact that he went 25th round right now kind of showcases that, yeah, okay, that means he's not going in your 23 round standard 12-teamer. And I don't feel like I need to hold on to stash Reese Olson for that. It's just his fastballs aren't good enough. It's a really good slider. He also lost his changeup a little bit last year. Oh gosh, it's me again.
And I think Reese Olson is one of those guys in a 12-teamer that doesn't need to be held on your roster continuously. So I've never been a big Reese Olson guy. So,
well, he hasn't been a big Mason fan, okay?
No, he's not. He left a bad review on the podcast and everything. Like,
oh man, I'm searching all of these names now because
only one bad review of the podcast was from him.
Yeah, that's the only bad review of the podcast. Actually, whenever I'm feeling like a little egotistical, which happens pretty often, I go and read the reviews on my podcast just to like knock me down a peg. My favorite all-time review is Justin Mason is not Eno Saris, which like I was like, is that a good review or a bad review? And then I saw 2 stars. I was like, okay, I guess it's a bad review. Also,
he feels like Joe Ryan, Tanner Bybee 2.0. Who are we talking about? Bubic,
I guess. I don't know about that.
I don't agree with that at all. I'm so sorry.
All right, I've got 4 pitchers in my queue.
No, Reese Olson. I don't agree with Reese Olson either. It's closer to Tanner Bybee than is Joe Ryan. But I think Tanner Bybee has more. He gets away more with his fastball. Reese Olson has an atrocity of a 4-seamer. He just never throw it. Sinker can be good when he locates it, which is decent, but didn't really do that well with it last year. Slider's great, so is Bybee's. Changeup can be great.
Oh, I'm up.
A little inconsistent. Oh yeah, Bayo's still there. Yeah. This is my point. Like, look at all these guys.
Between Bayo and Crawford.
So if you cut off this draft into the 23rd round, Grant Holmes, Bowden Francis, Tobias Myers, Brandon Woodruff, Kamar Rocker, Reed Detmers, Sean Manai, I mean, whatever. Reese Olson, Eric Fede, Michael Waka, Chris Bubich, Nick Martinez, Jameson Tyone, Brian Bayo, Cody Bradford, Luis Severino, Lucas Giolito, and Walker Bueller. Like, that's a lovely wire.
But they're not available on the wire because there's reserves.
Yeah.
No. But my point is that a 23 round is your standard 12-teamer. All those guys went after the 23rd round in this.
Well, no, but it's reserve round.
Are you talking about in Yahoo?
I'm talking about the majority of fantasy baseball players have 23 round drafts. That includes their bench
no reserve? Oh, well, because Yahoo only has 2 outfielders and stuff.
or 3 outfielders. Yeah.
3
Yeah,
outfielders.
Okay, but that's the majority of Yahoo drafts. It's not the majority of fantasy drafts.
These are deeper. These are deeper.
Well, I
ones.
mean, I'm just saying, of like the people
Like
that
ESPN has 26
it goes 23
rounds.
rounds.
No, ESPN goes 26 rounds, and CBS goes 30 rounds, and NFBC goes
What?
30
CBS
rounds.
is not
and
default to 30 rounds.
pretty
yeah, I
sure
think
it is. Yeah.
I think it
What?
is, yeah.
You're just thinking Yahoo, which
All right, hold on
and-
a second.
Yahoo's definitely the most shallow of all of them.
because
Yeah.
Yahoo doesn't have a CIMI, only 3 outfielders.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it absolutely doesn't.
So like
And Yahoo is one caster.
I think that's the disconnect you and I are having is
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I think that you're
30
playing
rounds for CBS.
Yeah, like
All right. No, that's 100% the disconnect. I'm not assuming 26 to 30 rounds for
Yeah.
the 12-teamer. I'm saying 276 is kind of like the
Yeah, if you're going to cut it
the
off at
cutoff.
23, that waiver wire is really plentiful.
Yeah.
So that,
you're
that's
virtually playing in a 10-team league then.
well, no, it's a 12-team league.
Well, it's a 12. It's a
I
12
know, I'm messing around with you.
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. If that's the case, I gotta look into that more. But even then, still, I'm looking at it now. Here we go.
How
So
many
let's say it's
pitchers do you
26
draft in Yahoo?
Okay, so Justin, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make Nick Pollock play in a mono league next year, just so
Yes.
that he can see
In
what
a
a
what
barren waiver,
A
a
mo-
barren
AL
waiver
only.
wire.
Yeah.
Why would I do this? This is not
We're
the
gonna
advice you
make
give.
you.
Oh shit, I'm up.
That's it.
Ah. Drop
You should
him.
experience the barrenness.
Can you hear
Nick.
the beeping?
Oh my
You
god.
can hear the beeping. It's really alarming. there.
That scared me.
Max
I
Meyer.
I panic picked Max Meyer there, who was supposed to be my last round.
Oh
pick.
no, Max Meyer's terrible.
You're terrible.
No.
He's adding a new pitch. Love me with some Max Meyer. We had this
Oh.
argument last year too on Max Meyer. actually.
About Max Meyer?
You were right then at Labor last year.
I was there.
I would never admit
You-
that.
I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong. I'm wrong a lot.
No, I'm just messing around with you. I will say, at the very least, Hayden Wisniewski, Hayden Birdsong, and Edward Cabrera not being at least tried upon is interesting. I mean, I understand Birdsong one.
I mean,
But
Birdsong's not
Wisniewski
going to
is
be
the
in the
SP5 for
rotation.
Houston right
I
now.
think of those 3 names that you just mentioned, Wisniewski's the interesting one because I think there's a realistic shot he's in the rotation.
Oh, he is.
Birdsong-
There's no depth. In
Yeah.
that team.
Birdsong, I don't believe will be in the rotation. I think he's starting
Yeah,
in
you
AAA.
mentioned that. I think Cabrera is a wonderful
and-
one just to take a look at.
Edward Cabrera is just bad at baseball.
Oh God, don't you dare say that.
It's true. I
That is
mean,
not true.
it is very true.
It's almost like you didn't know the flow of his year at all.
I mean, I don't really care about the flow of his year, to be quite
Yeah, this
honest.
is
He's
just ignorance now.
he is a Marlins pitcher who has never thrown above 100 innings.
What does being a Marlins pitcher have to do with your statement?
Because wins is a category.
I know, but that doesn't mean someone's bad at baseball.
He's bad at fantasy baseball. He's also bad at
now
baseball.
you're changing the goalposts.
But he's also bad at regular baseball.
No,
He's
no,
a
no.
career
Then
432
don't bring up
pitcher.
things that don't have to do with that in your argument. Okay.
He hasn't
I-
had below a 4.24 ERA.
Is Austin
since
Hayes going to start?
2022. Is who?
Austin Hayes.
Probably
Everybody's
going to
start some of the time in Cincy.
Chas McCormick?
Yeah.
Chad McCormick
he-
was so bad last year.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I,
know.
wouldn't do that. Are you looking for an outfielder?
Outfielder, go with
MJ Melendez revamping
Yeah.
his swing.
MJ Melendez.
Oh, Tommy Pham leading off in Pittsburgh.
So he'll score 3 runs for the year.
I feel like Pittsburgh's better than.
No, I'm
most people
joking. I'm
give it
joking.
credit.
I'm joking.
I'm doing it for you.
Is McCutcheon going to lead off?
Nope, Tommy Pham's going to lead off.
Okay.
At least on the strong side. Maybe McCutcheon leads off on the weak side.
Okay. Pham, what's the probability of Tommy Pham ending the season on the Pirates?
20%.
Yeah, something like that, right?
I mean, it would be lower.
Non-injured.
Team,
non-injured.
Yeah, if any team in the NL Central actually tried to win, I would say it would be even lower. But considering all of them, except for the Cubs, I guess a little bit, are actively trying to get worse. Like, the Brewers were a playoff team that won 90.
It has been a pleasure.
Ooh, Hayden Wesneski.
Jose Soriano, 29th round. That's a perfect example.
That was my next.
Soriano's actually a really good pick in the.
That was my next pick.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Guaranteed to be in the rotation. There's upside there. I wish the Angels were better, but I think they'll be palatable at least.
All right, I'll take the guy who throws the cutter.
Some guys throw cutters, but they're not always good cutters. Oh boy. Yeah, he's hurting right now.
I'm going to take a really boring pick that Nick hates. But
yeah, you can do whatever you want. It's your team, buddy.
But I think he'll like the rationale for taking him. At least I will find out if he likes the rationale for taking him.
I'm trying to just see what pitchers are available left. So okay. I'd say Jordan Montgomery is the pick you should make.
What's the chance that this whole round will be
I actually Jordan Montgomery is a guy that in a deeper league I would take a gamble on,
because he's gonna get traded and get pitched somewhere and be solid.
He just can't be as bad as he was last year. Like, it's just, I think a full off season, where he's actually under contract.
I'm trying to see.
It's that kind of
Verlander. Right now?
That is the guy.
Yeah,
he's gonna be.
I figured you'd say Verlander.
Yeah, like pitching in San Francisco. I think they open
that's
up
a good
again.
Pick.
The Mariners.
I feel like Verlander could be a guy you hold on to for the entire year, and it's just fine.
Yeah.
I totally understand that one.
Kate Upton's really nice, by the way.
I bet. I'm looking forward to meeting her.
I gotta say, I bumped
into her in the elevator at Citi Field when he was.
I'm not surprised. I'm actually a little surprised that no one went after DJ Hers, but
I don't think he's in the rotation.
You actually do think they're gonna use his options?
Yeah, I think Trevor Williams starts in the rotation. I agree.
But that jerk who picked Drury could have been almost a clean.
Scherzer is a fun one at the end. The problem is that Scherzer has such a horrible schedule the first month.
Yeah, and I just don't know what he is at this point in his career.
And no one took Bubba Chandler. I was thinking about that one.
Hard to stash.
Oh wait, no, Bubba Chandler was taken. What am I talking about? It's right by Verlanders. Anyway, thank you guys.
It was just fantastic.
Thanks for hoping this.
Yeah. Always a pleasure. Make sure you're following Nick on all social media platforms at Pitcher
And don't listen to Justin about any of this stuff, guys. Okay.
Yeah, right. And follow Ariel at ATCNY. Make sure you're getting your projections from the ATC. Make sure you're getting everything else from Nick Pollock except for hitting stuff.
Pitching, I got you.
Just pitching. Just starting pitching. Let's clarify. Starting pitching.
Oh yeah, go to Rick Graham or Greg Jewett for relief stuff. Okay, guys.
Yeah, relief stuff. You can hit Greg Jewett, Rick Graham, Doug Dennis, all that good, all those good guys. So
easy.
You guys ready for TGFBI?
When does that start?
It's next Monday.
When does the KDS set? More importantly,
as soon as everybody who wants to play in TGFBI and got an acceptance letter actually signs into NFBC. I sent out 50 emails. If you did not get an email in the middle of the night last night, you did not. Yes. You are not on that list. So
is it going to be totally random this year per NFBC?
It is. Yeah. I wish I was actually
no more 4-hour reveal, right? Those are fun though. I listened to all 4 hours.
I love doing it. Like it was, and I was even talking to Paul today. I was like, what I always wanted to do was, I always wanted to make a league of all people with the same name. And I'm never going to get that opportunity, have an all Michael league or an all Matthew league. Maybe even an all Nick.
One other Nick.
No, I think there's more than one other Nick.
Is there another
Drown
Ariel?
them out.
Probably not.
I don't think there's another Ariel. I think that one would have been
Okay,
different.
where are you going to put Eno then?
You just put everybody with unique names together. So you get Ariel and Eno.
Eno's got like 3 letters.
Nick.
Put all the 3-letter names
Yeah.
together.
Yeah. So
Bob.
with Vlad, there you go. So currently there are 363 people who have registered into NFBC out of 390. So I still have to track down 27 people. So that'll be the goal for tomorrow, because thankfully everybody gives me their cell phone number, so I can start texting people. So yeah,
Nice.
so
looking forward. It's always we know that draft season is never complete without TGFBI going in the beginning of March.
yep, we have Labor next weekend. TGFBI starts the Monday after that. Then Potapalooza, I got to set that up here in the next few days. The weekend after that, then Tout Wars. Then those of you who do NFBC in Vegas, we have that. So pretty much every weekend packed until the start of baseball season.
Can't wait.
All right. Yeah, I've got I'm supposed to be streaming every morning as I do my starting pitching review.
I'm looking forward to it. Is
But
that
you can see
started?
I'm not in my office
Yeah. Why aren't you in your office?
because they had to repair the ceiling and paint the walls. So I had to move everything
Oh.
out of that room.
Oh wow.
And actually, that office is going to be the bedroom for me and my fiance. So I'm
yes,
Oh.
this is
changing
right.
all of it.
Nick is
so-
now a fully attached man.
Yeah.
He's turned into a real boy.
That's
and
not
we-
a phrase. But it does mean that it's going to be weird. And I don't know how I'm going to be streaming and everything probably. But tune in 10 a.m. Eastern time every weekday morning moving forward. I'll be there at playback.tv/pitchlist. Also, just so you guys know, we might actually have the ability to watch games this year. on Playback.
Ooh. See,
So-
that's something we've done on the the Super on the Bus Discord a few times, and I want to get back to that. Is we live stream some games in there.
But but actually, it might be something that they've been working hard on it. There's no promises yet, but if so, yeah, you'll see Pitcher List as the main places. Just every day, you want to watch games with the community. If you have MLB.tv, you just go to our channel. And
That would
you're
be
gonna see
awesome.
Everybody
Great
hanging out,
setup.
and
That'd be
and
great.
I'll be bringing on Ariel Cohen. I'll be bringing on Justin Mason to be our broadcasters for whatever game we're watching.
That'd be a great setup.
It's just like one of the things of like, you guys are all at home. You just want to watch baseball with the community where it's all timed at the same rate as the people you're watching with.
Yeah.
That's it.
What I like to do is I watch a lot of night games on the West Coast. Is I like
Yeah.
to jump into the Pitcher List Discord
Mm.
and go to the Plaid channel, because that is the best part of the Pitcher List Discord, in my opinion.
What does Plaid stand for, Justin?
It's Pitcher List After Dark.
After it's
and-
dark.
Oh, sorry, After It's Dark. Thank you for
Plaid.
the correction. And it is the only time you are allowed to swear in the Pitcher List.
That's right. It
community.
has to be after 9
Wow.
p.m. Eastern time.
9 p.m. Eastern time. Is it just
Only time
Mondays,
you're
or
allowed
is
to
it
swear
every
Until
day?
7 a.m. the next morning Eastern time.
It's a
Wow.
beautiful, beautiful place. It's very similar to like Friends of Fantasy Benefits is normally, but
That's
with
a
Pitcher List.
Discord only for PL Plus or PL Pro members. So it's an exclusive place,
Yeah.
which makes it
Yeah.
so special because it means that we
See?
can actually have control of the community and we don't have trolls. And
It is the only part of
there-
the Pitcher List Discord I use.
Yeah.
I probably
Uh,
should use more, but you will
you really
find
should.
me.
It is
Find me in the Plaid
honestly, it is
chat.
the greatest achievement of mine.
It's a fantastic Discord.
So it's the best baseball discussion on the internet. We've only had to
The
ban
Plaid
2
is.
people in 8 years. if you can
That's
believe it.
pretty good. I accidentally banned someone the other day. During a there is a gentleman who I will not name him publicly, not that he can see this because I accidentally banned him. But he likes to come into any live stream on YouTube and just spam the chats.
Oh yeah, I know this guy. I love
Yeah,
him.
everybody knows this guy. And
Yeah, wait, are they your aunt?
no, they're my uncle. But I thought there was a timeout function listed, and I placed him on a timeout because it was about 74 comments in a row without anybody. And it accidentally did not time him out. It completely banned him from my channel. It happens. But that's the only person I've ever had to ban from.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, obviously there are gonna be people that come in and don't really read the room. And
actually, no, there was another ban.
But
that one was.
I think that's just the showcase of we will ban and give people their money back because we don't care about their money. We care about preserving the community and culture that we have.
Makes
so come on
sense.
by. It's a great place for everybody. It ranges from people who are just starting off and getting into baseball, and they ask all the questions, and we give them all the answers because we're excited when people want to be passionate about the same thing like us. So it's the best. You got to come hang out. I'm going to go write my sentences to Howard Bender now. I once got chastised on Pitch Host because I said I was so tired. Yeah. Oh my God. Matt. Matt. Yes. You should have been.
Oh, this is so funny. You will never be chastised for that in the Sleeper in the Bus Discord. We don't kink shame here.
Matt, you know, I have lots of mantras in life. Okay? But my first one is know your audience.
Matt, you are my audience. That is absolutely.
There's a time and place for everything, but you just got to know your audience.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh,
yeah, this is the thing with Sport. Is like, Sport, I won't curse with you, man. He goes, but you can curse me. I know how to curse, but this is not the time and place.
So you guys now do. I'm blanking on the name for some reason right now. The podcast together, you and Paul.
Fireside Chat.
No, Fireside Chat. Thank you. Paul doesn't curse on it, right?
No.
Okay.
He's not allowed to.
No.
That's right.
So
by the way, Fantasy Alarm says that Howard Bender won this draft, and Pitcher List came in last.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Fantasy Pro says that Cardi won,
and
Justin, you came in 11th according to Fantasy Pro. I came in second in both of them, so that's actually a good sign.
Justin, you came in last.
Second.
No, I came in 11th. You came in last.
You came in last under Fantasy Alarm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
I came in second under both of them, so that's pretty good.
Where are these?
If you go in the league, in the draft room, you can click evaluate draft.
Draft room.
What's also funny about that though is it assumes it's a best ball league, and I don't draft like it's a best ball league.
It does.
That's a thing too. Well, no, it's because it doesn't assume any sort of ads. It's like it assumes that these are the plays for the year.
Just starting roster only.
But my point is like it doesn't have any sort of adjustments for in season. So like I draft with expecting adjustments in season.
It's just like a gladiator type, you know?
Right? Exactly. That's my point.
Yeah. Of course.
All right, guys, I'm getting
out of here. I'm writing my sentences with Howard Bender right now to make him happy.
Yeah, I gotta go write 4 articles and record a 3-hour podcast. So I will talk to you guys
later. Take it easy, guys. Good hanging with y'all.
Good hanging out, guys.
Everyone, thank you for watching. Really, really appreciate it. We will be doing this again, or at least I will be doing this again for the labor auction. Ariel, you're more than welcome to join me if you want to spend 4 hours doing an auction with me.
Oh, auctions! I gotta concentrate a little bit more. I don't talk during them.
Yeah,
you talk a ton during auctions. I've been in auctions with you.
The best part of actually an auction with Ariel Cohen is when he's like this. He goes, "Good price."
Like so, what that I believe it is 6 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. Ariel and I will be squaring off.
Also,
Ariel,
want to mention tomorrow Tower Wars is going to be live streamed by John Legeza. Definitely go check that out on Twitter. It's going to be 11 a.m. Eastern time.
That's the Solds League, correct? Yep.
But all right, I'm going to go. Justin, thanks for hosting this.
Love you, brother.
Yeah, so great seeing you too. What a wonderful surprise. And
take care, guys.
Oh my gosh. See it.